Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell was that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
Magandang gabi mga Counter-Strike at welcome sa ating semifinals ng Blast Premier EU Spring Showdown. Ako nga pala si Dad Femera at kasama ko si Choco kasi dapat si Sneaky kaso nga lang mukhang naging busy ng ating kaibigan ngayon. Pero okay lang kasi si Choco naman ay matalik kong kaibigan at kami ang magiging kasas nyo para sa ating best of 3 for tonight dito sa Filipino broadcast natin sa inyo ng Focus Fire Gaming. Choco! Ano ba dapat yung gagawin mo dapat today? Mukhang nahigit ka ata dito.
Well, alam mo naman, nagpapahinga tayo kasi isang buwan tayo nagpuyat. Pero okay lang naman, at least we are back in action dito sa Focus Fire. And medyo bago sa panahingin ko to kasi it's Blast Premier. First time ko magka-cast dito, Dad Femina, holding hands tayo habang nagka-cast tayo. Pero yun nga, it is the semifinals. NIP versus Cloud9. Cloud9, if you guys remember, they were dun sa kabilang tournament from a few days ago. Well, sad to say, hindi naman sila ganun na hindi sila nanalo. But maybe they have their chance here in Blast Premier, di ba?
Yeah, I mean, sila talaga yung strongest team by far dito sa napakamaliitan lang naman na engagement natin dito. It's interesting kasi ano yung mangyayari kapag you have the best rifler in the world at ang top 3 player overall sa isang team, di ba? Instant domination. Parehong si parehong si Shiro at saka itong si Axile ay talagang nagpakita kung bakit Cloud9 still on the map ngayon, and it all came into circulation kahit nung nag-start pa lang sila as Gambit years and years ago, right? But this doesn't mean na sila lang dalawa yung nag-pull ng weight nila dito kasi si Hobbit, he has been having some great timings, nakakaharap ng mga window para mag-take control ang Cloud9 kapag hindi nag-workout yung initial push. And in their last game, sa last best of 3 nila, siya pa nga yung naging top fragger above Shiro, above Axile against Copenhagen Flames. 2-0 sa kanilang last game dito. Kaya, again, for Ninjas in Pajamas, it's also pretty interesting na nakarating tayo dito with them being in the line. Kasi kahit nagkaroon ng ace si Flames from OG, kahit nagkaroon ng clutch si Neofrag, kahit ano pang gawin ng OG, nakahanap pa rin ng way na manalo ang NIP. Kaya ito talaga pare, Cloud9 versus Ninjas in Pajamas. Masasabi mo talaga may favorite tayo, pero ang NFP kasi pwede sila manlason kung tulad nangyari last time
Ikaw favorite ko. Pero syempre, yun nandiyan yung Cloud9. Alam naman natin na madami silang experience from the previous tournament, which is si ESL Pro League Season 17. Ay nako, siguro natuto na sila dito. Parang ilang araw lang yung pahinga nila, men. Parang
ikaw lang.
5 araw lang.
Wala masyado.
Ha? Wala masyadong pahinga. Pero yun nga, for early on in this game, syempre, tamang timings lang tayo dito sa ating mga teams. Medyo kakaiba yung overlay dito, men, ha? This is very fresh to the eyes. I love the red and yellow, blue, violet.
Red and blue.
This is very refreshing to the eyes, man. Pero as refreshing as it is, magkakaroon tayo ng konting contest dito sa may construction area, sa may cons. Pero tingnan mo ang galawan dito ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Parang umiiwas sila sa kahit anong enkwentro, and look at this ninja on mid. Nandito si Config. Dati, nakikita natin si Hobbit, siya ang lurker. Ngayon, sa kabilang side naman, si Config.
Yeah, I mean, may konting adjustment. Now, you could also expect na si Config talaga yung nagiging forward position lagi para sa team niya. Now, no. It's actually everybody on Ninjas trying to push forward. Buster, quick one tap papunta kay LXCB, and he's down pero okay lang kasi yung value niya as an IGL, it goes beyond yung buhay niya dito sa mismong round na ito. 1-for-1, may plant na nangyari para dito sa Ninjas, pero Brolan, quick shot kay Hobbit, talagang may dualies pa nga itong si Shiro, and Axel, dualies of his own, nakakuha pa nga ng patay itong si Shiro, kaya kuha na lang ang mga kills para sa Cloud9. Pasok palabas dito sa may cave area. Rez trying to hold down yung backside of all things. Konting shots lang. Pero si Shiro down to 15. Nafany trying to defuse the bomb. Wala siyang hit at all. Kaya kailangan i-hold ito ni Shiro kaso napatay siya nang walang oras.
Naku po na walang bala!
Konting na defuse ng bomba! Cloud9! Tinakbuhan yung kanilang defuse. Balik na balik sa first round win.
Oh my God, sayang yung mga shots na yun. Naubusan pa ng bala dito ang ating tropa. Pero yun nga, it could have been a winnable round para dito sa Cloud9, ay sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Kaso yun nga, they got caught every single time. And 2 guns is better than 1 nga naman. Axel just having so many bullets. Talagang kaya niya ubusin dito yung team ng yung kalaban dito ng yung team ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Sorry men, nakakaano eh. Tawag dito, yung kulay kasi medyo na ako, nagugulat ako, napaka-bright talaga. But yeah, that was a really bad start for Ninjas in Pajamas. Yes, nakapasok sila sa site, nakapag-plan sila ng bomba, but they could have gone a little bit better sa kanilang post-plan. Pero ito, magsisimula ating round number 2 with force buy on Cloud9. And yun na nga, on Ninjas in Pajamas as well. And yun na nga, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 kills right off the bat. Make that 3, make that 5. 2 for 3 trades in favor of Cloud9.
And I think Cloud9 was also like really aggressive in that regard. Kailangan kasi naka-short range guns lang din, MP9 in hands. Pero yung Galil talaga, sa minsan ng gantong engagements against yung MP9, yung Galil talaga yung mismong kukuha ng mas malaking chance since more bullets to the pocket, less rate of fire, pero the DPS kind of re-aggress doon sa mga naging engages natin dito. Hobbit, MP9 in hand, another on to LXCB, and quick shots na naman as they recuperate yung naging round natin dito. It was all good in the hood na sana sa Cloud9 ngayon. And simply so, same for to be said para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. At least, they dealt a bit more damage, pero that force buy, yung objective talaga sa kanila is to keep these pressure off of Cloud9, off of their hands agad. Kaso, in a lot of these ways where they're trying to take picks, yung mga mid pushes na ginagawa nila dito, it's a risk for a reason. And against Galils, yun yung parang ayaw mo talagang kalabanin pero they get the job done at least.
They get part of the job done kasi at least they got 3 kills as decent economic damage. Best case scenario is maubos ang Ninjas in Pajamas dito yung Cloud9. Worst case scenario is wala silang makuha. They got somewhere in the middle. Pero yun na nga, makakahabol dito ng kahit konti dito si Confi, getting 1 kill finally onto his name. Oh sorry, that's 3 kills already onto his name. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang dito sa NIP medyo payat. Si Hedrick, pati si Rez, wala pa sila nakukuhang kill. If I remember correctly, nung naglaro yung Ninjas in Pajamas in the last tournament, Hedrick was one of their most impactful players. Nakakatama siya sa kanyang mga op shots, sa kanyang mga rifle shots as well. I think at one point, parang double top frag siya sa isang lobby, managing to get a very beautiful spray down. I just forgot that team. Hindi ko alam Parang alam yata yun ni Sneaky. O ikaw yata yun.
Na-epekto yun ng being graduated out from Navi Junior. Parang si Monacy lang. Pero si Hedrick just a talent of his own. Axel, gamit ang M4, nakadalawa, Hedrick and Alexi B down, pero nilabas ang dulis. Yan yung hawak niya kanina pa sa pistol round, and he just converts it into another quick spray with a triple kill. At si Nafany getting his own MP9 in hand, and Shiro just following through with that last kill. Talagang something you'd expect din sa kanilang full buy round. And yeah, si Hedrick, going back to that conversation, para siyang si Monacy where he's also like a talent from Navi Junior, yung academy team or yung underage team ng Navi na na-expect mo na would carry that talent from Navi Junior towards sa mga main teams natin, which in a lot of ways, katulad nung sa ESL, yun nga yung ginagawa niya. He's been pulling out a lot of talent. He's been doing so well dun sa time na yun. Ang problema, dito sa Springshowdown, he's not really pulling his weight so far. He has to step up. Sa lahat ng mga naging plays ng Ninjas in Pajamas, he's becoming that passive-aggressive player na hindi nag-workout sa timings.
Grabe naman, passive-aggressive player. Para siyang may galit pero wala talaga. Pero meron pala.
Parang may toyo.
Ay nako, wag na natin ituloy yan, yung may mga toyo-toyo na yan, pare. Yeah, medyo hot and cold nga dito yung ating Ninjas in Pajamas. Right now though, meron silang mga barrel. They do have their 4 AKs and 1 AWP onto Headtrick. Kung naaalala nyo guys, Headtrick is really, really good in tracking shots with his AWP. Yun nga lang, they need to connect right now para dito sa para sa ating match against Cloud9 because this is the biggest gun that they have right now, and if makakuha siya ng value dito, 1 or 2 kills and then masave pa niya sa susunod na round, then possibly it could swing the momentum in their favor. Right now, Donut is highly contested. Shiro with the first na Fanny, nakakuha ng isa pa. Dalawang players dito sa Ninjas and Pajamas, napatay na agad si Hobbit going through Mordor. Wala siyang makikita kasi may ecoms pa dito, but he does still have Donut control. Meanwhile, Ninjas and Pajamas, medyo kalat-kalat sila. I don't see them winning this round. Siguro in a few seconds magko-call na sila ng save dad.
Gusto ko yung nag-hold back si Shiro kasi since nabigay nila yung house control, he has no right na mismo nasa loob ng house kasi if he puts himself sa position na yun, then his op wouldn't provide anything at all. So hinihintay niya yung kung sino yung lalabas dun sa smoke from outside house. They give up yung control sa house para matrap yung kung sino yung nagpa-push outside of it. That's why yung pagpatay dito sa mga players, I believe it was itong si Config nung nagpa-push outside of house, right? That's the attempt that they had at map control, but that was the false sense of security that they were laid out for. Yun yung ginawa ni Shiro. Bit passive, but yung kapiging passive niya parang may purpose Naghihintay kung sino yung lalabas doon since after the smoke, may i-expect sila na may magpupush outside of it since anybody who's pushing house, hindi naman sila sa house lang magbabantay, diba? They'll either get CT control o kaya sila naman yung magka-cut off kung sino yung babalik all the way from B side, right? Na gusto mag-rotate over to the A side. So, in a way, walang kinulang si Config. It's just that yung laro ni Shiro, mas naging precise, kumbaga. Alam niya yung plano niya. And that's been the story all throughout like his career as an opper para sa Cloud9 and Gambit na nagsimula sila. Kasi this guy, top 3 overall sa kanila. Hindi lang siya napakagaling na rifler, he's an even better opper in his own right, contesting against the likes like Simple, Monacy, everybody that you could think of na top 5 opper in the world talaga. And he's young. Kaya napakalaki ng potential niya at he's already hitting his ceiling every single event talaga.
Oo. Para siyang one punch man, breaking all the limiters every single time. Yan, funny. First blood dito kay Lexi B. Nga lang, medyo na Ninjas and Pajamas already stuck in their shoes again. Hindi sila makalis dito sa spawn nila, men. NIP already losing 4 players and si Hedrick na lang yung natitira. Yes, he's very young as you mentioned. Galing nga siya sa isang napaka-prestigious na academy team. Unfortunately, it's not being reflected o hindi nagta-transfer kung ano man yung natutunan niya sa ngayon. I think Ninjas and Pajamas medyo nanginginig pa yata sila, men, or they don't just have the best time siguro. Siguro mga bagong gising din sila or hindi pa kumakain.
Walang kape.
Kausap nila yung tinotoyo, di ba? Yung mga ganun.
Walang kape. Pwede din ganun That's like the thing about controlling yung elbow while yung T side nyo, hindi din nagkakaroon ng like whatever ramps control that they had din. That's why there's a straight line from elbow papunta doon sa may B ramp na kailangan kontrolin agad ng T side. Hold on! Fast rush papunta doon sa may B and Buster just trying to hold down his line. Kahit napatay siya, at least he takes 1 Shiro with the AWP and getting another kill. Grabe naman ang young player from Cloud9. Forced slowly but surely back to his position as Shiro takes another sa kill feed papunta sa Ninjas and Pajamas as Axile even gets the last frag dito. Straight round wins para dito sa Cloud9. Shiro just so good being that anchoring AWP player na hindi pa nawi-weed out ng Ninjas in Pajamas. But that was a Tech9 rush kaya okay lang at above all things. Pero when are they gonna get around, diba?
Oh, that is very true. Ang gusto ko sa Ninjas and Pajamas is pag nag-commit sila sa site, yung katulad nito, yung 5-man push nila, nakakapasok sila. Ang best na performance sila so far is yung round number 1, nakapasok sila ng site and they managed to plant the bomb. Ang magiging, imagine if they can do this again, yung 5-man push and then a 5-man rush, pasok sila ng site and then just do a better post plant, pag-hold ng backside, pag-hold nung sa may yung galing sa may cons, then maybe they could possibly steal around dito mula sa Cloud9. Pero yun nga, Cloud9 are just doing a little bit better. They had the better guns, they have the better confidence, at mas marami silang na-experience na maps dun sa ating previous tournament. So marami silang baon pagdating dito sa ating dito sa Blast Premier. Ninjas and Pajamas though, I think yun nga, kulang siguro sa kape, kulang sa preparation. But this map is CT-sided in a way. Probably Cloud9 are just playing the map itself. Yun lang siguro yung possibly.
It's not in a way. This really is CT-sided. Kasi look at how much control you have from the mid side itself. Nafany, finding ito pa lang si Alexi B. Look at how much pressure they're dealing once that they have at least 1 or 2 players dun sa may Cheetah. If you can't fight for Cheetah, then you can't have the split push to B. Then it's a little bit more difficult since Ramps is also sobrang hirap. Lalo na't kapag hindi nyo nakuha yung split push dito. So kung hindi nag-workout yung mid push, edi balik na lang siguro dun sa house control. Axile, long shot, perfectly timed. Nakita si Rez at si Hendrik falling down for the count. One of the top riflers in the world. Just showing kung bakit yun yung title niya, mga kaibigan. At least Config gets one, but he's very low on HP. 32 na lang habang si Brolan naghihintay ng tamang timing all the way over to that Cheetah area while Shiro on the back lines. Kaso na-spot siya ni Config ng ganun kadali lang. 2 kills para kay Config, mga kaibigan. Ang stand-in nagka-clutch up ng big para sa Ninjas habang si Brolan hinihintay niya yung sarili niya sa loob ng B. Habang si Buster ang nag-iisang anchor on that back house control. With 30 seconds on the clock, this could be the perfect time para mag-push over to B. They just need to eliminate tong si Buster. Pero nag-cross itong si Brolan ang hindi pa nag-clear yung back house. Kaya si Buster, tamang neutralize lang. Nakita si Brolan. Kaya 1v3, Config. Again, low on HP. 32 na lang para mapatay ang 3 players ng Cloud9.
Oh no. Alam na ni Buster kung nasan siya. Pero hindi, si Nafany ang tatapos sa buhay dito ng ating kaibigan. Oh man, ang ganda pa naman na simula dito ng Ninjas and Pajamas. Managing to get mid control Tapos they just had an option to go onto A site. And then wala, nagkaroon lang siguro ng overheat dito ang player starter from Ninjas and Pajamas, just speaking too much. And then yung kay yung kay Brolan, sayang. The timing, na-clear na sana niya yung backside, but unfortunately, si Buster nandoon para tapusin yung kanyang buhay. Yun yung story nung round na yun. A few mistakes on the side of Cloud9 dahil nakuha nga dito ng Ninjas and Pajamas yung mid, pero yun lang. Worse lapses on the side of Ninjas and Pajamas, not clearing the angles properly. Yun na naman pagkatalo nila. 7 rounds in a row, man. And I think nakapag-2 pause na ba ang NIP at wala pa sila nakukuha ang value dun sa tactical pause na yun.
Yep, I think yung sa mga tactical pause nga nangyari dito is from Cloud9 din. 1 from Cloud9, 2 from Ninjas and Pajamas. So far, wala pang nakukuha ang ating key-sided players natin. Is it Ancient being Ancient or is it Ninjas in Pajamas not feeling their best work ngayon? Maybe this could be the start of something beautiful ngayon. Brolan finding 1 lead sa IGL ng Cloud9, but Hobbit equalizes so fast with that tap straight over towards that mid side. At ang pupush pa nga siya dito against Config who's low at nakita niya yung shoulder. Tamang tap lang sa shoulder na tong si Config. Slowly just dismantling itong T-side ng Ninjas and Pajamas bago pa man sila magkaroon ng control over mid. Hinayaan na agad ng 3 players ng Ninjas and Pajamas who go back to their plan B, which is pushed towards that T-side, kaibigan.
Pushing now on to B side themselves. Medyo dahan-dahan nga lang dito ang pag-push ng players natin from the Ninjas and Pajamas. Dapat binigla din nila katulad ng ginawa dito ni Hedrick. Buster with a grenade onto Hedrick. From the death, from the beyond the grave, Rezdo getting double kill right here. At ang daming barel sa kanyang palibot. Yun nga lang, makakuha ba siya in time? Yes, he does. Meron na siyang AK-47, 1 versus Axile. Isa sa mga pinakamainit na players dito sa Cloud9. Now the isolation play has to happen. Planted not for him though, but for a wallbang angle. Goes for the spray. Kaso yun lang. Ay. NIP, you had it. Kaso, there was a kit, man. Yun talaga yun.
Nasayang yung clutch sana nitong si Rez. Kasi itong beautiful shot na to And I gotta say though, Ninjas in Pajamas, yung kung kailan nila ginagamit yung mollies nila is also not on point. Kasi you remember yung push nila dun sa mid on one of the rounds, Headtrick was using yung molly after mapatay itong si Rez while Axel was holding yung donut area and he was on a wide angle. They both had wide angles kaya madali sila na-exploit at hindi sila agad nakapag-reposition. Kaya yung rifler na to, pwede lang siya mag-get back into cover, get out of it para mag-repeak siya agad. And this is how aggressive he can be. And it's also because Ninjas in Pajamas are making it too easy ngayon eh. Kaya you gotta expect these players to get some sort of a comeback. But Axel at saka si Hobbit just layering on the defense, pushing yung buttons nitong Ninjas in Pajamas T side. Another on to the players of Cloud9 as if Alexi B can do anything about it. And Rez, yun yung napakagrabing clutch pick na nakita ko so far for Ninjas. Baka ito yung best chance nila dito. Axel, flash out, Alexi B, good cover. Nakita agad yung player dun sa donut. They have so much map control this time on the A site. This could be the best chance. Lalo na't nagkaroon na ng bomb plant dito. Ninjas in Pajamas.
Na-uppercut pa nga dito si Buster. Kailangan niyang umatras. And I think this is gonna be a save, call for a save dito sa Cloud9. Mainit na mainit ang first 8 rounds sila. Pero yun nga lang, with really good map control, with really good mid control mula sa players natin from Ninjas in Pajamas. Na-capture agad nila yung donut. And then yung amazing shots din dito ni Rez. Managing to kill the upper. Kita mo yung yung replay, kung magkakaroon tayo ng replay, yung crosshair nandun na mismo sa katawan niya pero naunahan pa rin siya dito. Naunahan pa rin niya yung upper natin from the side of Cloud9. And yun na nga, exit frag sa land dito from NIP. And bomb has detonated. And first round finally para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. So it's not gonna be a Cloud9 stomp. It's not gonna be a sweep altogether. Pero yun nga, really good control here. Yun yung nagsimula sa mid control na yun. Alexi B finding Hobbit, and then si Rez, binawasan niya yung isang player dito sa may donut. Very good flash as well, and Alexi B pushing forward, nahanap niya, site secure na agad. Last 2 players, wala silang magagawa. 4 laban sa 2. The mathematics will always mathematics, man.
Bumalik lang tayo sa high school eh. Doon sa nakuha kong mathematics, numbers adding up, but man, oh man. You cannot beat Ninjas in Pajamas 9 rounds in a row. Sabi nga naman nila. Kaya ngayon, makabawi ba dito ang Ninjas ngayon na bumabawi na agad? Etong si Rez, etong si Brolan, in every single engagement talagang nagiging impactful yung mga every single aim duel na napapanalo nila dito, resulting into quick donut control plus the split push to get themselves another round. Ngayon, Shiro holding his own, sobrang short range pero okay lang. Napatay si Brolan, solo on HP, baka mapepper pa ng bullets at nasunog ang young upper ng Cloud9. Alexi B, good for the usage of that molly. And this time, at least they neutralized one of the biggest threats para sa Cloud9. But what more can they do? Pagkatapos nila kunin yung cheetah control, they put a little bit more smokes, peppered in a bit more of that utility. Pressure para dito kay Nafany. But mid, very wide open kung gusto nila kunin to eh.
Yeah, mid is just ready and waiting para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. But instead, they opt to smoke it out instead. So, hindi sila pupunta dun sa kill box. Instead, kukuha sila ng donut control and it's gonna be a 4-man push dito sa ating A site at si Axel lang ang nandito para mag-contest ng anybody who tries to push out. Kung nakakaramdam dito ng mga aswang na mga multo, si Axel, kailangan niya umalis. Kaso yun nga lang, siya ang ginawang multo dito ni Hedrick. Rest in pepperoni dito para sa ating kaibigan. Bomb will be planted, 4 versus 3 situation. And judging on the position of Cloud9, kailangan nilang mag-save na naman dito sa side na to. They do have some rifles and the AWP on hand. At least meron pa rin ditong si Shiro on the upcoming round. But right now, Ninjas in Pajamas, mukhang ang momentum ay nasa kanila. Sila ngayon ang nagdi-dribble ng bola at makaka-score sila ng isa.
I think that also like puts to factor in yung open mid plan na ginagawa dito para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. They leave it open, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, probably using it as a way to trap itong Ninjas, pero it's in a bit more of a passive way where they leave at least one. And that was, I believe, si Axel na nag-hold lang doon sa may kabilang sa mapa, doon sa A site, right? While they leave majority of their players doon. While he was trying to play the passive-aggressive angle ulit, try to get one, go back into cover na naman para makapag-retake sila as for, which is, again, if nakuha nga niya yung pick, that would have been a really good 4 versus 3 for themselves. Kaso, oh man, I like that they also do the due diligence kasi Shiro was in a very, very peculiar angle. Sobrang lapit lang dun sa may cover and he even didn't want to go for the retake. Alam niyang dead siya to rights kung nag-hold siya dito and because the volley was good free time, he can be able to take advantage of that. Config, good push over to the mid side and a really good flash 2 galing dito kay LXCB, resulting in an open house control na pwedeng ibalik now that Buster is up and ready to hold this down the line. Brolan trying to make sure that there's a lot of presence made doon sa may cheetah area, but I like that Cloud9 is not biting this. Balik agad doon sa mid at saka sa A where Exile and Buster are also stacked up papunta doon.
Oh, binabalance dito ng Cloud9 yung positioning nila. 1 player on mid, 2 on A, tapos isa lang sa B side. Sana alam to ng Ninjas in Pajamas na nakapag-pull sila ng rotation para lang ma-off position ang mga players natin. But looks like the read might be slightly wrong as meron ditong isang player, Axile, kahit bulag siya, nakahanap siya na isang kill. And Rez will go for the trade and site is gonna be secure. 4 versus 3 na naman tayo dito, Dad Femina. Pero mukhang susubok yata dito ang Cloud9 as the smokes dissipate. Mukhang magkakaroon tayo dito ng encuentro sa may backside, sa may patungo ng city. But another molly, another nade comes out. Napakanipis ng mga angle na yun. Hedrick will find one onto Buster. Now it's a 2 versus 4. Config, nakakaamoy siya at nahanap nga niya si Nafani. Ang baho daw niya. Nag-iisa na lang ang player natin dito from Cloud9. It's all up to Shiro. Meron siyang AWP. Ina niya ilalaban to pero tinan mo sana Ninjas in Pajamas. Mukhang pupunta sila sa mid. Never mind. Hindi na nila pupuntahan yung bahay. Hindi na nila hahanapin yung exit frag. Instead, they will go for the safer option. Hayaan na lang sumabog dito yung bomba. Dahil alam nila na si Shiro hindi niya gagawin yon. Hindi siya magde-defuse laban sa apat na tao.
I like this adaptation from Ninjas in Pajamas din kasi for the past few, Cloud9 have been either playing the passive game doon sa Cheetah or just decide to at least take those passive angles din sa mid, which is uncharacteristic kasi for the past few games of them playing Ancient, they like to place Hobbit onto the mid side with a little bit more active control when it comes to like controlling that mid side where there's one pushing down bottom mid and that's Hobbit tapos si Buster habang nag-hold siya ng Cheetah, may smokes na nasa likod niya doon sa may A main tapos doon pa naman siya magkakaroon ng konting double peek with Hobbit over at that mid side, but this time they tried to take it out but Hobbit nag-iisa lang kasi yung cheetah area, it's all for nothing. Nawala agad yung control ng Cloud9. Nakita agad yung position ni Nafany. Kaya si Hobbit nag-iisa lang na namatay. Left for dead to rights para sa Cloud9.
Ako po, gumagawa ng play mag-isa dito si Hobbit. Yun nga lang, wala siyang body-body system. Wala siyang kasuporta. Wala siyang katuwang sa buhay. At yun nga, namatay siya mag-isa. Si Nafany naman yata, nagulat yata siya dito sa may cons area. At wala. Natigok. Nag-iisip ako ng mga ibang salita pa, i-substitute sa kill o kasi dead. Pero yun nga, siya ay natepok dito ng players natin from Ninjas in Pajamas. And right now, again, still, momentum. Natsugi. Natsugi.
Para si
Pwede.
Shiro lang. Chinugi itong si Config. Napatay din ang dalawa. AWP in hand habang ang Ninjas in Pajamas nakapag-plant ng bomba. Pero Shiro, oh my God, sobrang lapit na niya maluto. Malapit na maging kaldereta si Shiro mga kaibigan pero okay lang yan. Buhay pa rin ang AWP at yung nag-iisang deagle para sa Cloud9 this time. Kung kanina mabaho, ngayon lutong-luto para sa Cloud9. Sobrang aggressive ng Ninjas in Pajamas to control that A site plant. Pero this time, oh man, how methodic can it be, man? Yung Ninjas in Pajamas taking a little bit more of that tempo, pacing it up. Alam nilang naka-pistols lang sila ng time na yun. Even trying to say that AWP for the past couple of rounds now, but Config, it's actually Brolan who gets taken out of the picture. Buster tried to deal as much damage as he could, pero nawala agad. Takbo ang Ninjas with another round in their pocket. Cloud9, oh man, losing their momentum slowly but surely.
And yun na nga, pang-apat na round win in a row na dito ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Na chuk-chak chenes sila dito. All across the map, men. Dito, si Brolan na chuk. Si Hobbit na chak. Wala, titigil na natin yan. Babalik tayo sa normal. Pero ang hindi pa bumabalik sa normal ngayon, na chugi. Mamaya mag-iisip ako ng bago. Pero yun nga, babalik tayo sa dati dito sa Cloud9 dahil medyo, ay hindi pala, ang Ninjas Pajamas hindi sila babalik sa normal dahil mukhang nagsusuper science sila ngayon. Lahat ng plays na pwede nila ilabas is nilalabas nga nila. Yun na nga, kaso meron tayong equalizer dito, si Nafani at si Buster. Mukhang pipigilan dito ang momentum ng players natin from NIP. Alexi B, nandito sa may dark room pero hindi yata siya lalabas. Yun yata tawag doon. Axel dito sa may backside. Still waiting for the right opportunity to just peek out. Pero kailangan niya mabilisan. Yun nga lang, si Axel nakapitas ng isa, goes for the swings again. Pero dito si Hobbit para suportahan niyang kanyang kaibigan, Headtrick. Makakaisa kay Hobbit. Masyado siyang makulit at napalo siya sa puwet. Headtrick, iputok mo na yung off mo. Nagdi-defuse sila, Ben! Wala.
Binigay agad. Wala.
Hindi kaya, men. 1 versus 3, may smoke pa. Alam niya kung nasaan yung bomba, pero hindi niya alam yung kung nasaan mismo yung nagde-defuse. At yon ang ikinatalo dito ng NIP. Pero, malayo pa naman tayo sa endgame natin. Sabi mo nga kanina, this is city-sided. So, malay natin, NIP. Meron silang chance sa susunod na dun sa paglipat ng ating sides.
Parang the fact na nagkaroon sila ng 4 rounds is already a good starting point para sa kanila since nahihirapan na nga sa T-side, lalo na yung Cloud9. Nakikip up na yung tempo. Ito yung classic Cloud9 na na-expect ko dapat sa kanila. Classic mid push out for both Hobbit and Nafani. Axel to get another dito. This is looking so good. Galing dito sa riflers nila. Shiro,
wow,
whiffing yung AWP shots. Parang naninibago ako kasi usually he hits those. Pero at least that's threats papunta doon sa may A main. So tamang balik na lang ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Kanina, we've been talking about how they've been passive over that mid side. Now, they kick the tempo up. Sobrang active na ngayon. Nagkakaroon ng konting complacency. Not giving any chances at all. Not any space given. At least now that Brolin has taken himself one dito sa mga players ng Cloud9. Nafani down. Habang hinihintay yung pag-dissipate ng smoke, but they should already know by the back of their minds na dito manggagaling ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Pero pagkawala ng smoke, dito lalaban si Brolin. Pero Hobbit finding out kung nasaan yung NIP player. It's all up to Rez and Headtrick. Pero what a shot from Rez. At least reviving himself back to life. Pero Hobbit, good for the shot. It's Headtrick 1v2. AWP versus AWP, my friend. Pero si Axel, nasa likod niya, all the way from Cheetah itself. Kaya kailangan mag-push ni Headtrick. Kailangan walang hesitation. Nag-quick in towards the AK. And grabe naman yung spray. Solve to Axel. Tamang rotate pabalik sa A site. Hinahabol na lang itong si Axel all the way from B site itself.
Isipin mo, yung humahabol sa'yo galing Cheetah, pero mas mabilis ka nakaabot sa A site. At yun na nga, na-plant na mismo yung bomba here on our penultimate round dito sa ating first half. Ay, hindi pala. Round 14 pa lang pala, guys. Sorry, mali yung mathematics ko. Pero yun nga.
Masyadong excited si Tito.
Oo nga, sorry na, guys. Nagkakaikutan dito ang ating mga players. Headtrick already behind Axel. Di alam ni Axel at yun na nga, binatukan siya dito. Saan ka punta, men? Sabi niya dito. And then, that is gonna be the round itself. Really good mechanics mula kay Headtrick, men. Katulad na sabi ko kanina, Headtrick has been hitting his rifles, has been hitting his AWPs, and it's now showing NIP. Buhat na buhat sila dito ni Headtrick so far dito sa round na to. Pero altogether, I think it has been a team effort dahil yun nga, nakapasok sila sa site, also giving a lot of space para makapag-push out sila doon mula sa mid and also Cheetah. Yun nga lang, they had to pay with their lives. The trades were there, pero it could have gone just a little bit better kung maayos yung mga 1 versus X situations nila. Round number 15. Ito na ang tunay na penultimate round. Spray down from the Nafani. Kaso naubo siya na ng bala. Pero dito rin si Buster para makipag-trade sa kanyang kaibigan. 1-4-2 trade. Cloud9 lamang pa rin.
Contact play pa si Rez. Walang smoke at all. Kaya Shiro can just pop off. Gamit ng A1S na dito. Hobbit to get another kay Config. And Headtrick. The younger boy. The wonder kid para dito sa NIP. Now has to clutch up big. The youngest out of everybody from NIP. Kaso napatay sa loob ng smoke. Gamit ng A1S ni Shiro all the way from stairs. This is the problem about having contact play, pare. Kung walang smoke, hindi ka madedepensahan ng kung sino yung nasa likod mo. Pagka may isang nag-hold doon sa kabilang side ng kung saan ka dapat magsa-smoke, kung may close angle, hindi ka madedepensahan ng sarili ma-smoke, right? Kasi wala talaga at all na magka-cover sa'yo. Now, Cloud9, getting themselves a 10-5 start, which is honestly average for any ancient city side na nakita natin. Pero for Cloud9 standards, I'd say binigyan sila ng edge for NIP ngayon.
Yeah, 5 points lang naman kailangan habulin dito ng NIP. Sobrang liit lang yan. Isang 3-point, isang layup dunk. Habol na habol yan, men. Pero it is city-sided, so makikita natin siguro yun nga, yung performance ng NIP would be a little bit better once the sides change. Pero going back to Cloud9's performances, man, si Axile shooting his own shots. Meron siyang mga sarili mga highlight plays dito, and it does show. I think meron siyang, let me just double check. Hindi. Iba pala yung napansin ko. Si Nafani pala yung pinakamadaming openings dito. So, out of 5 na duels niya, 4 yung ipinanalo niya doon. Yung mga 1v1 sa madami or 1v1 sa simula pa lang ng round. Ang sumusunod naman sa kanya si Buster. Well, technically, medyo passive maglaro si Buster. Kung napansin mo rin, always on the backside. Hindi siya naghahanap ng mga duels. Naghihintay lang siya ng mga players na mag-cross sa kanyang crosshair, but he still manages to win a lot of those. Meanwhile, for Ninjas and Pajamas, well, since sila naman yung T-side kanina, they are forced to open up yung rounds natin, forced to take forward positions, kaya kailangan talaga nilang maghanap ng mga trade na siguro malulugi sila, but at the same time dapat ipinapanalo nila. Although tama yung sinabi mo doon, kind of average para sa 10-5, but I think Ninjas and Pajamas kasi 6 points na lang kailangan nila, so possible na sa kanila ang first map na to, men.
Kaya sa ganito mga T-side, siguro makikita nating napaka-importante for Cloud9 is itong si Hobbit, since siya nga lagi naglalurk, as you said, which is gonna be a very important thing to look out for kapag yung NIP, which is the type of team under the leadership of itong si LXUB, is a little bit more proactive than it should be, diba? That's sometimes a drug na hindi talagang kaaya-aya para sa mga ilang mga teams dito na mag-over rotate kapag hindi kailangan, mawala yung timing dahil doon, bibigay agad na map control, and that's the type of thing that Cloud9 thrive on, right? They find openings, makakita ng pasok itong si Hobbit, and sometimes kapag mag-entry, you always count on somebody katulad itong either si Buster o kaya itong si Axel to get themselves yung space na kailangan nila dito, diba? Yun yung parang game plan for Cloud9. But that's not the game plan that they would like to approach, since Ancient is this type of map na kapag you rush multiple times in towards yung mga T-side nyo, then yung tao dun sa stairs, yung tao doon, all the way from backside, sila yung makakapag capitalize doon sa rush ninyo That's why you need to take yung slow play dito Kailangan kontrolin yung kung sino yung nagpo-push over the way over from mid. You try to take yung elbow space na meron. Kapag na molly off, hintayin na lang siguro. But that's also like a point of contention. Kaya you see Hobbit at saka si Nafani, they try to take those aggressive positions over from mid. Now Config plays that passive game. Kasama itong si Lexi B holding up yung donut.
Uy!
Pero pagka na-flash, nakalabas itong mga pistols and head trick. Oh my god, taking his head clean off. Hobbit, good for one at least para sa pistol round ng Cloud9. T-side looking a little bit more strong than we would have liked para sa T-side nila. And B-side looking so precious, lalo na tag-iisa lang itong si Brolan holding up over towards the stairs area. So many people around that cave. At walang maka-contest unless Brolan can get 4. Pero no, Nafani just runs and guns and getting 1 dito. Rez to follow up with his own kill. Kaso nga lang, Nafani just definitely so quick para the pistol. Going the way of Cloud9 so far, 2 versus 3.
3 situation, Config and Alexi B ang natitira lang dito sa Ninjas and Pajamas. Alexi B, medyo magandang kanyang pwesto, kaso yun nga lang, mauuna siya dito ni Hobbit. It's all up to Config. SP on hand, may armor naman. So possible na winnable, pero hindi. Magbaback off na lang siya. He does not want to give extra credits dito para sa players natin from Cloud9. I mean, medyo pangit din yung opening dito ng ng NIP. Oh, si Config nakapita sa isa. Pangit yung opening dito ng NIP. Maganda yung flash attempt dito sa mid. Kaso, Si Hedrick yata, masyado yata siyang nagutom. Pagka-peak niya sa labas, pagkalabas niya ng smoke, may 3 tao, kailangan niyang pumili ng isa. Yes, makakapitas siya. Ne, joke lang. Hindi pala siya nakapitas ng kahit sino dahil pinatay agad siya dito ni Hobbit. And then that was mid control, given already. Once na nakuha nila yung mid, kailangan mag-force ng rotation ng NIP dun para i-reinforce yung kanilang mid. At yun nga, naiwan mag-isa si Brolan sa may A site, sa may B site natin. And syempre, kung 4 na tao yung pupunta sa kanya, hindi yun kaya ng isang simpleng Glock lang. Pero ito, nagsusuportahan dito ang NIP. It's a 4-man push dito sa ating B side. Kaso, hindi sila makapag-push dahil dun sa smoke na yun, men.
Oh man. Yung 4-man push na to that actually opens up a lot of good space given towards that A main position. At yun yung gagawin ng Cloud9. Given that they have seen at least 3 dito, there's a lot more comfortability into pushing that. Kaya config taking his chance na ngayon na mag-push all the way over towards that elbow position. Habang kinocall niya yung mga teammates na naiwan siya dito kasama itong si Alexi B. And this could be the perfect chance. Basta ma-equalize nila itong si Buster. And they could surprise Cloud9 doon sa likod nila mismo. But I think there's sweet time. They even giving so much time for Cloud9 para makuha yung A main position natin, mga kaibigan. And nag-iisa lang itong si Rez with his deagle in hand. It's gonna be overwhelming. Kaya kailangan mag-move sila ngayon na may konting presence na nilalabas. Ingay para dito sa Cloud9, pero Rez, the star of the show, gets shut down immediately. Yung nag-iisang anchor, and patay na din agad si Brolan. It's all looking so good for Cloud9. Pamass spray from Config, the platang bomba. Nag-commit ang Cloud9 at nakatagumpay with 2 kills galing kay Axile.
Si Hedrick na lang mag-isa. Hindi rin maganda yung kanyang barrel at anytime, pwede siyang i-push dito ng Cloud9. Headshot angle, nakahanap ng isa kay Shiro. Still 1 versus 2, hindi kakayanin dahil mas maganda ang baril dito ng players natin from Cloud9. Maganda yung attempt dito sa B-side. 4-man push, aggressive defense. Kaso yun nga lang, hindi siya nag-pay off in the end. Medyo nagkaroon din ng ng hesitation dito yung Ninjas and Pajamas nung gusto na lang ipitin yung Cloud9 dito sa may A main. Ang problema nga lang, sila naman yung naipit nung nag-push out naman sila patungo sa Donuts. Nahanap sila isa-isa ng players natin from Cloud9. Very sad round para dito sa para sa NIP dahil 4 na puntos na lang ang kailangan dito ng Cloud9 para makakuha sila ng isang mapa. At tinan mo to, uulitin na naman ng NIP ang kanilang 4-man push, this time in construction. Yun nga lang, medyo masakit dito yung barrel. Makakapag-farm yata si Shiro gamit ang kanyang Mac 10? Mac 9? Ano ba yan?
Mac 10. Tech 9, Mac 10. Yun yung numbers. But that's 2, 3. Oh my God, Shiro just keeps spraying and picks up the pistol kill. That's just how potent the Mac 10 can be. Whatever number that you have for yourself, all it matters is having 4 kills in the round ngayon. Ninjas in Pajamas whittle down like flies. Parang naklap yung cheeks ng bawat players ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Kaya 1v5, Rez, USP in hand. Walang deagle, kaya, no? This is a 13th round win. Cloud9, you're doing everything so consistently. Shiro having the best position in the game. Capitalize on low members, and now Axile back in winning form. Another kill for the best rifler in the world. Habang ang Ninjas in Pajamas struggling to even get double digits. They're not even reaching half of it this time.
Sobrang layo nga nung kills sila dito. Sobrang layo din ng performance sila against Cloud9. And tandaan mo, sinabi mo to kanina, City-sided yung mapa na to. Hindi pala, it's Cloud9-sided pala siya. Look at the numbers on Axile and Shiro. Talagang binubuhat nila dito yung team. Actually, lahat sila double digits and could be a lot more kapag makakapag-connect dito ng mga shots ng players natin from Cloud9. Rez will find the Hobbit. Nakapitas na sila na isa and slowly but surely nauubos na dito ang HP ng ating players from Cloud9 na Fanny. goes down, and yun na nga, I think eto na yung round na makakaisa ang Ninjas in Pajamas, pero hanggang dun lang yata as Cloud9 still have the momentum on them. Marami silang pera, makakabili pa rin naman sila ng rifle sa susunod na round. And given the fact na nakapag-farm si Shiro, pwede siyang mamigay ng baril sa susunod na round din. Kahit hindi siya masyado mag-utils.
Not much to work with if you're on NIP. Tas ang daming pera para magkaroon ng aggressive positions ulit ang Cloud9. You kind of saw them attempting towards that aggressive mid-take. Pero masyado nauna tong si Hobbit habang nagpo-push up pa lang all the way over to the windows area itong Semifinals. Kaya solo play na naman, and a little bit of that coordination, a little bit lost in the sauce. Kaya ang Cloud9, tamang contact play na lang ulit dito sa B. A little bit more aggressive yung naging positioning ng Ninjas in Pajamas ngayon, just waiting for the perfect time for then Shiro to actually push on doon sa may caves area natin. And because of that smoke, that actually limits yung movement para dito sa mga players ng Cloud9 hindi makapag-push si Buster all the way over from ramps at hindi din makakapag-rotate kasama itong si Shiro. Kaya they need to take a chance, pick kung saan manggagaling, balik agad sa B-set kasi wala na silang time, wala na silang choice kung saan pa sila mag-rotate, diba? Tamang balik si Buster, oh my god, what a shot, napatay si Brolan, and this could be a possibility. Tamang quick double kill for Buster, head trick with the shot, pero wala nang panahon, wala nang time makapag-plant ng Cloud9. NIP finally getting a 6th round after a losing streak.
Yeah, losing streak. Indeed. 4 rounds in a row kung isasama natin yung last round nung previous half natin, pero technically just 3 rounds so far dito sa atin. So they managed to at least pull a few shots in, kaso medyo sketchy din kasi men. Imagine there were 4 people dead on the side. Tama ba? There were tama. There were 4 people dead on the side of NIP. Yes, they win the round, but not the economic battle. Kasi sa ngayon, makakabili sila ng barrel. Pero if they keep this kind of tempo, they keep this kind of pattern up, na mananalo sila pero isang tao lang nabubuhay, kailangan nilang bumili ng lesser gun. Siguro kukuha sila ng FAMAS, kukuha sila ng ng armor pero walang helmet, or hindi sila makakabili ng full utils tapos wala din silang defuse kit. So they need to change something up para ubusin nila yung oras dito ng Cloud9 but still have a healthy squad at the end of the round itself. Medyo questionable yung decisions dito nila, especially when taking off their gunfights, pero yun nga, it is what it is. Hobbit, bulag na bulag, usok na usok, pero Axile, off camera, mahanap niya si Rez. And yun nga, 4 players na lang dito ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Delicate sa naman kanilang pwesto as Cloud9 might have the momentum here, pero tinan mo yung position dito ng NIP. They're on mid, so pwede silang maipit dito ng Cloud9 men.
Just again, another display of having that discipline from Cloud9, diba? Kasi Ninjas, they were eager to take that elbow control ulit. Pero before mag-dissipate yung smoke, bago pa man magkaroon ng epekto yung smoke doon sa elbow, yun yung nagiging problema kapag hindi sila nagkakaroon ng coordination again. So dapat na lang, yung Ninjas in Pajamas, they could have double tapped outside of that smoke. They could have actually expected the push shot for Cloud9, pero a really good flash actually mitigated yung kung ano yung pressure na ilalabasan ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Therefore, turning the tables, patay itong si Rez. Axel, just so good on the rifle. One of the players na nag-hold before he pushed on doon sa elbow area. He was playing for anti-flash kaya hindi siya napatay. Kaya this time, Config, only one holding the A site natin habang napakalayo pa nitong si Alexi P. And now he joins the combat from Donut, but the FAMAS actually finding a lot of value sa round na ito, finding Hobbit in the process. Holding down yung A main position habang nag-hesitate a boost para mahlikan yung ulo nitong si Config. What a perfect shot, and Buster just being that cutter, busting out itong si Roland before he can even knock out. Buster, a double kill para sa Cloud9 players. 4 versus 1, it's all on the IGL, but what more can you do? Shiro up and above, getting another frag into the mix, a 14th round win. One more to get match point, one more para makuha ang ancient map, mga kaibigan.
2 puntos na lang para dito sa Cloud9. Ninjas in Pajamas, anong nangyari doon? Si Buster, para siya yung ninja. Siya yung nag-a-among us dito sa side ng ng NIP. Pero napakaganda talaga ng performance dito ng mga players natin from Cloud9. Parang na-mention ko yun last time Semifinals ng Pro League Season 17. Talagang magaling sila mechanically. And then, tama ka dun. They are very disciplined when it comes to waiting out itong mga smokes natin. Just waiting for the players of NIP to make their mistakes, lumabas sila sa smoke, or pag nawala yung smoke, off position sila, and then punish after punish after punish. Yan ang ginagawa ng Cloud9, men. Yan na nga. Ewan ko na lang kung ano magagawa dito ng Cloud9 as they have really, really low guns. Katulad nga ng sinasabi ng kaibigan natin si El, they are playing with sticks and stones. Pero yun nga, masakit pa rin, pero not gonna be enough to go lethal. Meanwhile, Cloud9, hinayaan sila makapasok sa site at dahil doon makakapatas agad sila ng isa dito kay Alexi B. Oh no, B site is now ready for the taking here na Fanny. Nakahanap na naman ng isa at makakalibre sila ng bomb plant and possibly a round.
Oh man, 5 versus 3 retake. And again, Cloud9 on the driver's seat, just driving this towards match point na yun, mga kaibigan. Buster, an amazing shot kay Head Trick, and this time his head's not playing tricks on him. It's just been blown to bits, mga kaibigan. Res and config na lang. And this was the force buy. The force buy of destiny para sa Ninjas in Pajamas, diba? Kailangan na ng panalo nito para i-extend yung game na to. Pero wala silang nagawa kasi walang pressure dealt over towards that mid. They were actually playing the passive angles doon sa maybe waiting for their enemies to strike upon them bago sila magkaroon ng kahit anong initiative to take fights, diba? What's the purpose of the force buy? Naghahawakan lang sila ng mga baril at all, nothing, no rifles, puro pistols, MP9 in hand, pero kailangan mag-push up kung gusto nila ng full effect nito, diba? Everybody from Cloud9 has armor kaya hindi sila one shot from long range. At the AKs against these guns na mas reliable, talagang makakapanalo ngayon. Cloud9, again, match point and even using their second time out sa loob ng series na to, man. What a chat.
Giga chat move, no? Kami na magpo-post para sa inyo. Guys, kami na. Itabin nyo, sabi dito ng Cloud9. And feeling ko naman, joking aside, feeling ko naman, kaya nag-pause dito kaya nag-timeout dito yung Cloud9. They really need to secure this final round. Kasi map point na siya. So, at least, do less mistakes. Huwag sila mabawasan ng tao. Or if ever planado nila magkaroon ng mga trades, then just make those trades happen and be effective, be efficient with it. Kaya sila kumuha ng kanilang tactical timeout. Meanwhile though, for NIP, syempre magkakaroon din sila time para makipag-usap ng isa't isa. Ang tingin ko medyo questionable dito, Dad Femina, is bakit yung eco round na yun hindi nag-force stack yung NIP. Kanina gumana at some point, pero ngayon nung nag-eco nila, nag-default naman sila. Dinistribute nila yung manpower nila all across the map. Habit, may makapagpani sana siya ng isa, kaso hindi. He will get killed out by Rez immediately right there. Pero I think that's just a bonus para dito sa NIP. With the guns, the momentum, and the utils on the hands of Cloud9, lasa paramdam ko sa kanila tong round na to.
Yep. Axel just holding down yung main position of even expecting yung isa dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. At konti na lang, baka mapatay din tong si Headtrick, pero he knows that he can't push too far. Brolan, what a perfect spray. And even finding tong si Shiro sa loob ng smoke, expecting yung pag-push out ng Cloud9. Nafari too late to the call, but at least gets one kay Brolan. And with two players on B, kailangan niyang i-pick yung choice na ng maayos. Headtrick finding yung Axile. And this is all done and dusted. He can just rotate papunta doon sa may A site. Pero Nafari still holding his line. At baka yun yung mag-cost sa kanya. Finding himself dead to rights dahil kay Config, who was just willing to take the fight against Headtrick. Now, 1v2 Exile against Config and Alexi B. At 15 seconds, it's another save call. Another lifeline para sa Ninjas in Pajamas para makabawi. So, sobrang laki ng lead ng Cloud9, and this is all the best that they can do so far. Kahit, yes, nagpo-force buy sila. The last time that they played that force buy, they only had pistols and they were left to default before they can even die doon sa kanila match point round, right? But Now they played the aggressive game, and this is what I like to see from NIP with these multiple MP9s. Ngayon sila magkakaroon ng confidence. Ngayon sila magkakaroon ng fights na magkakaroon ng value yung kanilang SMGs, diba? This is the type of play that I would like to see kapag ka naka-force buy ka. Hindi yung kapag ka pinapag-default mo yung Cloud9, binibigay mo yung space over. Just the right play para sa NIP in that type of round, but a little too late kasi feeling ko it's not enough pa rin eh.
Medyo kulang na sa oras, kulang na rin dito sa rounds ang NIP. Pero alay natin, it happened before, di ba? I think that was Cloud9 and Liquid yata. It might happen again, pero yun nga. Wag na natin puntahan yung ating, wag na natin balikan ang nakaraan. Nandito tayo ngayon sa present, sa ngayon. NIP, maganda ang positions nila. Medyo default, pero at least makakapag-contest sila dito ng mga forward position ng Cloud9. Shiro, speaking of forward position, umaarangkada, umaabante, gumugusto dito sa ating donut area pero hindi siya makakakagat ng kahit anong feeling itong donut na to. But then again, meron naman tayong presensya dito sa ating B site at hindi pa rin kumukurap, hindi pa rin gumagalaw ang players natin from Cloud9. Wala mang +1 patungo dito sa B. May molly, may smoke. Nasaan yung kanilang +1? Instead, amang chillings lang sila dito sa may mid and also on A site. And looks like the point of interest right now is A. 5 people might go there. 5 people from Cloud9 might push up. But look at the hesitation. As ng respeto dito ng Cloud9 sa depensa ng NIP.
Oh my god, wait. Kasi now that there's hesitation, they're just leaving yung dalawa na pwede mag-flank for Ninjas in Pajamas. Kung kailangan nila mag-push, ngayon dapat nila gawin. Alexi B holding the most important angle of his life, but a triple peek na hindi nag-work out para kay NIP. 3 kills para sa kanilang defense. And they have the bomb in their vicinity, but Hobbit, quick peek, crouching peek, overhead trick, config, a good spray but not enough to kill itong lurker ng Cloud9. 2 versus 2, config, late to the call, but Rez actually at the right place at the right time. Axel with the headshot, 1v1 against Rez. It's the star of the show for Ninjas in Pajamas, or the top rifler in the world. With a lot of time on his hands, he even has a kit. Kailangan na lang niya mag-push on, walang hesitation. Yung M4 ang mga kapanalo, Ninjas in Pajamas getting another extended round para mas matagal pa ang kanilang first game dito sa Ancient Map against Cloud9.
Suddenly it's winnable, pare. That's 2 rounds in a row para dito sa para sa NIP. 2 beses din dito nag full buy ang NIP. Ang Cloud9. So that means pwersado sila na mag-low buy dito sa ating next round. Pero titingin ko kasi yung economy din ng ating mga players. They might have some cash left para makabili sila lang kahit anong mga barrel. And yes, they do. Cloud9 will still sport yung kanilang mga rifles, 5 AKs, a lot of utilities. Kung pag natalo dito ang Cloud9, then yun na nga ang magiging eco round nila sa susunod. And Cloud9 starting off with 2 kills, Rez and Config. Dalawa sa mga pinakamainit sa NIP right now, pinalamig ang kanilang katawan, ginawang bangkay, head trick, AWP on hand, Alexi B with the Mac 10. Tapos si Brolan, yung kanyang napulot na baril kanina, napulot na baril kanina ng kanyang kaibigan. The thing is, bawas sila ng tao. What NIP can do here is mag-stack sila ng site, go for these 1v3 situations na pabor sa kanila, at yun yung gawin nila para makapag-pick off ng players dito from Cloud9. That is one of their paths to get to that win condition, is to eliminate all of the players from Cloud9 here.
Oh, they smoked off itong si Alexi B. And I like the coordination they had dun sa mid kasi Nafany was at perfect time now. Brolan, the only man who can stop this now. Nakita niya itong si Nafany, head trick, actually getting the AWP frag. At hindi sila nagkaroon ng split push all the way from main, kaya kailangan mag-flank. Kaso nga lang, Axel finding si Brolan. And it's all on head trick this time. The youngest player from the NIP has to clutch up big against the veterans themselves. And Cloud9, they already have the bomb plat doon sa may B-side. Kailangan mag-miracle clutch itong si Headtrick and at least starts 1. Patay itong si Buster, but Axel is at the right place at the right time. Wallbang headshot para kay Headtrick. And another ancient map into the history of Cloud9. 16 para magkaroon sila ng dominating victory yet again. It was so rough pagdating dito sa ating first half, but once that they had fully recovered, recuperated their mental, ngayon sila nagkakaroon ng advantages.
Is very true. Para lang maalala nyo guys kung paano nagsimula ang ating game. Very, very dominating first half mula sa Cloud9. 8 rounds in a row. Tapos nakakuha ng 4 yung NIP. Sabi ng Cloud9, pare may mali yata tayong ginagawa. Binawi nila ng isa. Excuse me po. And
Ay,
excuse me po.
Gusto mo tubig? Tita, gusto
Ayoko.
mo tubig?
Gusto ko ng ketchup.
Ayun lang.
Ayun na. Nakahabol sila ng 4 na rounds yung NIP. Tapos binawi din naman ng Cloud9 1-4-1-4-1. Nagpalitan lang din sila. In the end, yung ating first half 10-5 yung score. Pero pagdating ng second half natin, 3 round lang ang naibigay nila dito sa NIP. Katulad ng sabi ko, mechanics are on point. The patience is there, the discipline is there from Cloud9, and alam mo talaga, coming from a well-decorated team, kailangan lang gawin to. Pakita nila na sila ang dapat manalo dito sa round na to, sa match na to. I mean, very amazing style here from Cloud9. Hopefully, Ninjas and Pajamas, makabawi sila sa ating map number 2 dati.
Axel just definitely showing to the world kung bakit siya yung isang player na kailangan i-watch out for. I mean, one of the riflers that you could say pulled his weight around dito para sa Cloud9, and a lot of these engagements, you put this guy on a rifle, bigyan mo kung saan siya pwedeng mag-hold at para lang siyang security guard. Talagang hindi ka bibigyan ng kahit anong map control option. Kung nagpo-push sila sa mid, doon siya sa donut, hindi kayo makakapanalo ng kahit anong engagement. Talagang you rely on a player like Axile at mas napapadali yung trabaho mo kapag nag-hold ka talaga. This time, it is Cloud9's victory para sa kanilang ancient map, but hopefully, malay mo makabawi ang Ninjas pagdating natin sa second map. But we'll be right back after the short break, mga kaibigan. Makakabawi ba ang Ninjas in Pajamas, or it will be a quick 2-0 after this break?
Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
At nagbabalik tayo mga kaibigan dito sa semifinals ng Blast Premier EU Spring Showdown with the team of Cloud9 versus NIP dito sa laban natin ngayon. Ako pala si Dad Fem at kasama ko si Choco para sa ating series na ito. At mabilisan lang mga kaibigan, isang best of 3 lang naman tayo dito. At napaka-importante din dahil ang NIP trailing behind 0-1 dahil ang Cloud9 nakapick up na agad ng panalo dito sa kanilang ancient map, which I'm looking at the results right here. Hindi pala Cloud9 yung nag-pick ng Ancient It was actually a Ninjas in Pajamas pick, which is a very risky pick. Kasi kung magpipick ka ng Ancient, you will definitely expect that the other team will pick CT side. Diba?
That is very true. Kaya din siguro nagkaroon ng malaking momentum din yung Cloud9. Well, parang chess lang yan. Pinag-usapan natin kanina. First move ng NIP, nagkamali agad sila. So, talagang punish na lang dito or tamang kain lang dito for Cloud9. And speaking of kain, kinain nila ng buo. Yung Ninjas in Pajamas, very dominating game, very convincing win. Hopefully this translate dito sa ating map of Overpass. Kung hindi nyo po alam, map number 2 is Overpass. And Cloud9 are still gonna be in the city side, I believe. Aba?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not actually. Joke lang. Parang kinonfuse lang kita, Choco, kasi gusto ko sana i-test out yung Tito reflexes mo, pre. Kung i-correct mo ba ako o hindi. Pero hindi mo nangyari. Parang ibig sabihin nun, pare, Tito ka pa rin. Pero anyway, Ninjas in Pajamas just gonna be starting on CT side nga naman. And if you consider yung naging history ng both Ninjas in Pajamas for the past, I believe, 3 months now, nakakaroon sila na napaka-abysmal na win rate sa Overpass natin, which is against Cloud9, who you will expect to be one of the teams na since may lurking attempts sila, since they're one of the teams that will find a hole sa defense mo, rest assured, mahihirapan ka kung saan mo makikita si Hobbit, kung kasama ba na itong si Nafany, kung magpupush siya na mag-iisa. And that's the thing that they need to look out for, lalo na't I believe Cloud9 will be starting on the T side, and that's not good news at all.
Yeah, definitely not good news para dito. Tinitingnan ko nga yung stats ng going back to the stats. Nakita ko NIP, grabe men. Out of 8 matches, 3 lang ang napanalo nila. Bringing them to a 37.5 win rate dito sa kanilang Overpass map. And I think Overpass is more of a city-sided map din. But I think magkakaroon naman siguro ng konting advantage dito yung NIP. But looking at their performance sa city side ng Ancient, ayoko sabihin kasi para baka sabihin bias caster na naman ako. NIP might not have the best performance din dito sa second map natin. It's possible na makita tayo ng early 2-0 dito, makakatulog tayo lahat ng maaga. But anything can happen. NIP might have some strats up their sleeves. Siguro na-activate na sila ng kanilang coach. Binigyan sila ng pep talk. Are, semifinals to. Gusto nyo bang manalo? Pero syempre in Russian. Sasabihin naman ng ano dito. Hindi pala Russian yung NIP. Sorry guys. Sasabihin ng NIP dito, ano yes, gusto namin manalo. Ano pala sila?
Ano ba yan?
My bad. Sabi ko sa inyo guys, ignorante ako sa mga sa mga geography stuff eh.
Geography.
Huwag na natin pag-usapan.
Wala yun sa ganun, Dre. Ito, tulungan kita. Si Brolan, si Rez, they're both Swedish. Si Headtrick, he's Ukrainian. Tapos si Config,
Swede.
Then Dane siya. Tapos si Alexi B, he's a Finnish player. So it's a mixed roster. Pero in the history of Ninjas in Pajamas, you usually see them as a full Swedish team. Kaya, I kind of respect that. Already wishing hope dun sa kanilang history, pero We're not looking for the past, we're looking at the present here as Cloud9, as rest
Naku.
assured, get themselves yung push sa monster, pero Alexi B kinain ng buhay. Itong si Axel at si Hobbit, 2 quick kills, Config with a third, and Ninjas na-control agad ang monster. Yung least amount of pressure at all from the CT, that became the smallest of conversions. Config with a second kill, and it's all looking so good sa CT side nila. Shiro, 1v4, pero napatay agad, a triple kill from Config. A beautiful start sa pistol round. And that was a pretty epic way to start it too, kasi again, walang pressure at all from Config, so start pa lang dun sa monster. It was a full contact play. Walang flashes at all. Yun pa naman sana yung magiging game plan ng Cloud9, but it didn't work out because Alexi B is holding the line so well.
Yeah, Cloud9, technically meron silang flash pero it was misplaced. Patungo siya dito sa may pillar natin and half blind lang yung nangyari dito kay Mr. Alexi B. And he managed to get one tap sa ulo ni Hobbit, pati ni Axile, and then nagkaroon ng trade si Buster, at least naging 1-4-2 siya, pero si Config talagang good on the shots. Everybody was funneled into Monster and wala na. Tapos na agad yung boxing natin sa ating first round for Ninjas in Pajamas. Pero hindi pa tapos yung pinaka-bout na mismo. That's just the first itself. Forced buy here, or sorry, full buy here from NIP. Going to utilize this para iabuso yung kalamangan nila against these pistols on the hands of Cloud9. And yun na nga, mukhang information na yun na full save nga dito ang ating mga kaibigan as one of our players, Hedrick, he gets tagged by just some pistols. Si Rez, nakakarinig yata siya ng ingay dito sa may disco at yun nga, nakipagsayawan siya pero napilok dito si Axile. Hedrick, pakakahanap ng kanyang pangalawa at dalawa na lang ang natitira dito sa Cloud9. Sobrang liit ng chance dito para manalo ang ating mga kaibigan from Russia, but it's still possible. Shiro has the deagle on hand, isang one tap, yun! Nakuha niya si Brolan. Sasabihin ko pa lang sana, and manages to almost equalize the round. Si Hedrick pati si Rez, pag pinagsama mo yung kanilang buhay, isang tao na yan, but still, that's 3 versus 2, or 4 versus 2, I mean.
Nag-isa lang to si Shiro from A long itself, kaya kung mapitas itong si Hobbit, ay lalo siya mahihirapan. And again, Ninjas in Pajamas pressing the issue papunta dito sa may mid, which not forcing Shiro to try to climb out of this deficit na nag-iisa. Kailangan na patayin ito si Hedrick, pero with the whistling shots, mapatay agad the Hedrick gamit ng MP9 niya. So 2-0 start for NIP. Just capitalizing on a really good pistol round and the active push on towards mid, which again, it's an afterthought kasi with how Cloud9 have been playing the pistol now, just think na hindi talaga sila makakapag-expect ng panalo doon. Kaya this buy round is everything for them. They need to use this buy round, have the most valuable of buy rounds dito. Just make sure na hindi mapapatay yung kahit sino na magpupush with the rifles. Hedrick, an early AWP buy, and this is pretty good kasi now he's been unlocked with that AWP kanina pa sa kanilang first game, but he's not popping off as much as we would have liked. Maybe you could have a bit of a resurgence ngayon sa ating Overpass map, but this slow default play yet again, this is kind of getting antsy for Ninjas in Pajamas. They're definitely having a double stack doon sa may toilets position natin, while Axel is doing a really good job of at least making a lot of noise, dumping a lot of utility doon sa may short area natin. And with that contact, with a lot of that presence made known doon sa may B, that's when they funnel so many players doon sa may B set for NIP.
Tahimik. Oh, never mind. Umingay din dito sa ating connector area. Hobbit just trying to find some shots through the walls, through the thin walls. Yun nga lang, hindi pa makapag-commit dito yung Cloud9. Still waiting for the perfect opportunity. Hinihintay nila yung information na kailangan nila. Config is all that's left here onto A site. Ano yun, pre?
I think they just used that one flash doon sa may B, sa A site, kaya nag-rotate yung dinarami-raming players na Ninjas in Pajamas. Nag-iisa lang si Config, FAMAS in hand, and daming rifles up for Cloud9 na pwede mag-aggress dito with the flash, with every utility possibly pushing through. Config
Oo.
just has to wait for the perfect time na lumabas sa cover para patayin yung mismo nagpa-plant ng bomba. 13 seconds para makuha yung objective and Config has made his presence known. Alam na ng Cloud9 na ang daming ninjas dito sa may A site. Kaya Buster just trying to bust out his best moves dito. Napatay si
Naku.
LXCB and Axel taking note ng tao doon sa may heaven. And Axel keeps spraying on.
Wow.
3 kills para kay Axel. The rifle just sounding off completely. And even though Brolan gets one, it doesn't matter because Shiro is just too good on the spray.
Oh my goodness. Ang ganda nang na-point out mo. Hindi ko napansin kasi iniisip ko yung NIP, 4 lang sila dun sa may A site natin nakatambay. Pero hindi, presence made pala ng Cloud9 para ma-pull yung rotation. Kasi nakikita din nila, nauubos yung oras. Parang 30 seconds na lang yun. So they have to make a move na to fortify A or magstay sila ng B. Still stay on their default play. And yun na nga. Once the call has been made, wala, pasok ang players natin from Cloud9. Just find yung opening nila, which is open talaga. Walang tao na kapag-contest sa kanilang entry and then plant the bomb and then all hell broke loose. And the devil himself, Axile, spray down on, hindi naman spray down, getting a kill on one and then spray down dun sa may waters area natin. Sayang hindi natin nakita yung replay, but man, that is just how you hold the AK. I think that was the sole reason na nanalo dito yung Cloud9 sa round na yun.
I mean, you could
Medyo
also
lang.
like give a lot of like contributions then, a lot of props dito kay Buster kasi yun yung naging trabaho ni Inters before he was kicked off of Cloud9. Yung how he uses his utility, not in a way that would support his team, but would also give themselves game changers dito sa ating mga laban. Using that flash, this time it's the AKs that actually sound off. Complete lockdown doon sa may A main position after killing 3 people. Roland, Config, and Headtrick all boosted up, but slowly knocked down. 2 versus 5 na ngayon. Alexi B, Rez. I'd say impossible. Pero if ever na mag-clutch si Alexi B tsaka si Rez, magpapamigay itong si Choco ng kiss sa akin.
Huy! Okay. Okay lang naman. Kiss lang naman pala eh. Guys, Rez, i-clutch mo to. 5 lang yan. Ang dami mong bala. Isa na yon. Pangalawa, hindi na kaya. Sorry guys, wala kayong makukuhang kiss. But really good opening here from Mr. Buster. Nahanap niya yung dapat magta-try stack na na si Config, Hedrick at si Brolan. Kaso parang na-stack yata sila dito. Ayan magta-try stack sana. So mas maaga nakapag-peak dito yung Cloud9 and just get sprayed down. Free targets kumbaga. Naglaro lang sila doon ng aim lab and they got the high score. For Ninjas at Pajamas though, okay lang naman. At least this round, makakapulot na sila ng kanilang mga barrel. Hedrick though, medyo delicate yung kanyang kit. He has no support utilities whatsoever. Pero, syempre, it's gonna be with the rest of the gang yung magsusuporta para sa kanya. He needs to make this AWP hit para lang magkaroon sila ng sense of security kung nasaan man siya nakapwesto. Kasi medyo nag-blur yung minimap sa akin, so hindi ko alam yung mukha niya eh. But yun nga, I think he is in connectors pala.
You know, I really do think that triple boost doon sa may main was actually for the guys who were pushing dun sa connector. Pero walang tao dun eh. They were all focused on trying to get that playground position. Kasi dun din sila manggagaling sa main na where they would actually push on. But Nafany, good spray dito kay Hedrick, just expecting that connector push and finding to si Brolan. Pagkatapos niya umihi ay nagwash ng hands kaso napatay, napitas nitong si Nafany. Axel to get another 3 kills agad for Cloud9. And this boost is everything. Alexi B actually finding to si Axel. Weeding out yung nag-iisang nasa loob ng short but with the bombs still over at that T-spawn, they have so much time, so much space controlled na agad sa A site. Ang Cloud9 just waiting this perfect time, 30 seconds para tumakbo ang Tito Hobbit natin para makapag-plant on A site.
Tito na rin pala si Hobbit, no? Pero sa bagay, sabi nga ni sa libro ni Tolkien, 100 plus years old yata sila. Sorry guys, share ko lang. Pero yeah, very good map control here from Cloud9. Early pick-offs dito sa ating WC area and also onto connector. Sayang yung AWP ni Hedrick. And I think yung mission ngayon ng NIP is to secure that AWP, get that off back, and then wala. stay alive for the rest of the round. Pero hindi na yata nila magagawa yun kasi bantay sarado dito ang ating connector area. Very unfortunate talaga. Pagkapik ni Headtrick na luging-lugi din siya doon. Kasi imagine, nandun ka sa may baba ng connectors, dun sa may stairs, isang angle lang kailangan tingnan ng ating T-side. Meanwhile, for City, you have to look left and right kung may nakatawid na patungo ng WC or may manggagaling pa rin ng playground. Very unfortunate lang talaga. Very expensive round as well, pero makakapag-save dito ang last two players ng NIP. At least they have some sort of firepower sa ating susunod na round. They could still buy some utilities and some guns sa kanila mga kaibigan, but it is going to be a very expensive round for them. Cloud9, however, sila naman yung merong momentum dito, but it's still very close. 3-2 ang score natin, DadFem.
Alam mo kung bigyan kita ng pop quiz, Choco. Guess mo nga, tinan mo yung mukha ni Alexi B. Sa tingin mo, ilang taon na si Alexi B?
Si Alexi B, he looks 17.
17? He's actually 27, Choco.
Wow!
Oo. Kasi ito si Hobbit, sa tingin mo, ilang taon na siya?
Si Hobbit? Asian siya eh. So pag ganyan na yung mukha mo, may Asian descent. Siguro 22.
28 na siya, pare.
What?
Yeah.
Kasing edaran ko lang sila.
Tito na siya, pre. Kaya ang ibig sabihin nun, tito ka na rin.
Okay lang, tanggap ko naman. Tinawag nga ako sa office sa Daddy Cho.
Wow, okay. But what about this though? Exile. Getting overwhelmed by 3 pistols dito. Rez just using yung perfect flash nitong si Alexi B. That's a really good push para makuha yung AK-47, di ba? Binigay na agad para dito kay Rez. And now they have 3 rifles para makalaban na ang 4 para sa Cloud9. A bit of a split push. And basta makapag-push itong si Shiro, he's already pushing a lot of his util to push itong mga slow pushes, yung slow defenses ng ating mga players on Ninjas. But it's an underpass push. Ito naman yung same play na ginawa nila kanina. The utility just made them think na sa A-site sila manggagaling. Pero look at where Cloud9 is. Papasok doon sa may short. It's a flash out para dito kay Daphne na kill over to Headtrick. Nakakala nila it's a safe push over to the A-site, but no, they were baited off. But Config, right place, right time. Nakapag-rotate na ang kaibigan nating si Config. They have no time at all to rotate, kaya kailangan mag-commit ang mga players ng Cloud9 dito. 12 seconds, and Config just using that para ma-headshot si Daphne. Hobbit, 1v4, kailangang idaan sa edad para ma-clutch ito, pero walang time, walang panahon, at wala ng kaibigan para mag-equalize ang Ninjas.
Wala talaga si Hobbit. Si tropang Hobbit natin, I think, kailangan niyang, sana kung nakapasok siya dun sa may, sa may barrel, nakalimutan yung tawag, basta sa may kanan ng pillar na yun. He could have gotten some space, makaapit na siya dun sa may heaven. Kaso yun nga lang, nandito si Config para i-contest yun. So if ever that he does push up dun sa may right side ng pillar, he will find one rifler in his face. And yun nga, the pressure is on NIP right now though, because they are gonna push. Kaso na dito sa Rez takes out the rifler. Sabi mo best, pero tatapos siya dito ni Rez. Yun nga lang, it is gonna be a 4 versus 5 situation. Cloud9 making their way onto A site, it seems, dahil nagkakaroon tayo dito ng mga smokes. And look at Monster, medyo mausok yung bibig, at may dalawang player dito from NIP gonna push out. Rez with a second kill onto Nafani, wallbang to the body. Down he goes. Cloud9 delicate sa kanilang pwesto, 3 tao na lang nabubuhay. AWP still on Shiro. They still have control of the bomb, so it's still possible with 1 minute left on the shot clock.
Look at where Headtrick is, where he positioned himself, and where Cloud9 are funneling papunta doon sa may mid. If they could push towards toilets, then eto na nga yung advantageous position, but Headtrick does not land the shot, a little bit too high. Ngayon na nag-crouch peek itong si Buster, even putting a little bit bullets papunta sa katawan nitong si Headtrick. Kaya tamang balik na lang doon sa may A-site, pero alam na nila kung saan manggagaling ang Cloud9 this time around. Is it a save call? Is it a time para makapag-clutch ang 3 players from Cloud9? It's all coming down on how Buster can perform yung pag-peek dito kay Headtrick, and because he whiffed the timing, Headtrick just lands the shot papunta sa katawan ni Buster. And with 20 seconds, ito na nga yung save call, which does save up yung AWP ni Shiro. A bit more utility in hand, but at what cost? A 4th round win para sa Ninjas in Pajamas, and it all started with that monster control and Rez coming up huge with a double kill.
That is very true. Rez taking out one rifler, the best rifler as you mentioned. And then tamang double peek lang sila dun sa may monster taking out the Fanny. And I think dapat nag-save call nga dito yung Cloud9. They don't want any of that smoke anymore kasi nga city-sided din yung ating mapa. So I think kailangan lang nilang mag-back off, use the remaining time, yung trash time nila to just talk about their next strategy dito sa ating round number 8. Meanwhile though, for Ninjas and Pajamas, sa kanila momentum, they have everything that they need. They have the money, they have the positional advantage. I think they also have the mental para din matalo dito yung Cloud9. For now, magkakaroon dito ng timeout yung Cloud9 so they could recompose themselves. Tamang usap lang, ano ang maling nangyari sa mga rounds natin? Bakit tayo natatalo sa mga duels? Kanina tinatalo natin sila. And then, possibly, find value out of this timeout and see Cloud9 bringing us back to a deadlock scoreline of 4-4, possibly.
Nung nagsimula yung CT side ng Ninjas and Pajamas, nakita mo yung willingness nilang i-hold yung A-long position. Now, hindi na sila nag-hold ng A-long at all. They just give that space over kasi alam nila slow push yung Cloud9 kapag A-long sila manggagaling. Kaya finalo nila yung mga players nila to just defend yung optimus position natin at saka yung B-site as a whole. So this is a very tactical defense na meron on Ninjas and Pajamas compared to a little bit risky of an approach. Yung tatlong players na naka-stack up sa gusto nilang i-push. Katulad ng A-long na sinabi ko kanina. Now, we're gonna try to do it again. But this time, it's with purpose. Kasi Brolan, he wants to deal a bit more damage before makapag-push agad ang Cloud9. And he does not do anything. But that actually is a lot of pressure sa kung sino yung manggagaling over at that mid area. So I can respect that. Pero it also is burning a lot of time over to Cloud9. And it's risking yung armor na meron ang Ninjas kapag ka nag-push sila ng paulit-ulit katulad dito. Maybe back towards their passive angles over that P control. But Cloud9, they're also prepping to challenge that now that they're swarmed up. Apat agad doon sa my monster at sa short area natin. Kapag pumasok sa water, they just need a bit of that moment. Kapag nag-push up itong si Hobbit all the way over to the connector area para ma-catch off yung tao sa heaven, then that could be beautiful. Pero that takes a little bit of prep and a little bit more of that preparation. This time, Config, just a perfect shot lining up para dito kay Buster. Shutting him down before he can get the entry on through. Rez with another. And this is looking so good sa kanilang defense. Config with a second frag. And even landing the headshot kay Shiro. Shutting down the best player on Cloud9. And even destroying the rifler. And it's all up to Hobbit. Kaso with 5 seconds, the hesitation from Cloud9 na waste ang lahat ng panahon nila para mag-push doon sa may B-site. And all that confidence laying on through na ipakita agad itong si Config kung gaano kalakas on the rifle too. And that hesitation just cost Cloud9 everything sa round na ito. Yung buy round nila, poof, nawala sa isang iglap pare.
Takpos din yun, men. So, kung naman yung pinag-usapan nila, it did not work out. Basang-basa sila dito ng NIP. Pero isang pahina lang naman yata yun ng libro dito ng Cloud9. Still possible for them to mount a comeback, pero the time is not now. There is a time and place for everything, and it's possibly not now as well kasi tingnan mo yan, si Axile at si Hobbit, masusunog yung kanyang Jordans, masusunog yung kanyang mga sapatos, and it's gonna hurt a lot. So bawas na yung kanilang HP resource, bawas na, mababa ang kanilang firepower resource, mababa din ang kanilang utility resource. So it's gonna be a very hard round for them to win. Look at the bar at the top. Yun yata yung percentage na mananalo sila. And that bar is really in the side of NIP. Head trick. Good peek. Better shot. Finds one onto Buster. Nandito na nga si Brola. Nakahanap ng tao dito sa may ibabaw. At yun na nga. That is gonna be 2 kills already in favor of NIP. Kaso meron din silang sariling ninja ang Cloud9 na Fanny will pick up the AWP. Kaso hindi ibibigay dito ni Alexi B. Axel's all that's left. Deagle on hand. He gets sprayed down through the wall, through everything, to the body. That is gonna be it for him. 3-6 ang score natin, Dad Femina. But it is an unexpected round loss din para dito sa Cloud9 because they did have the lower buys. Wala silang utilities, so they had to only work with what they had. Nafani will get one, but one is all they get.
This is what happens when you leave Roland and Rez to come up online na ngayon. Now, the rifling positions, definitely on point. Just expecting yung kung saan manggagaling yung lurk dito from Exile, plus yung hesitation nila all the way from party, just limiting yung options dito for Cloud9 before they can even have control papunta doon sa may toilet, before they can have options made doon sa may main. It doesn't matter kasi now, Ninjas in Pajamas, they're not scared na magkaroon ng initiative positions. Look at how much ammo they're investing para magkaroon ng threat yung push nila sa short. But Axa is actually not fearing anything at all. Kaya nag-push na siya agad dito, providing a little bit of that land B. A run boost. Nakita niya yung tao doon sa taas ng boost, pero not hitting the shot completely. That's another threat put into the mix para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. In the back of their minds, kailangan maging ready sila dito. Now, players on Cloud9 trying to play that slow tempo. A little bit of that contact play doon sa may long position. Binigay na agad yung angle para kay Head Trick, but Brolan's pushing a little bit too far into the smoke at hindi na-expect ni Nafany, just trying to climb on top of that party position, but gets caught by Brolan before he can even position himself. Yun yung bomb at alam na nila na kung saan sila manggagaling this time. The IGL of Cloud9 down for the count this time, and yung B push definitely looking like more optimistic, pero even if napatay yung tao nila dun sa A, dito pa rin sila manggagaling, Choco.
Yeah. 22 seconds left on the timer. Kailangan dito magmadali ng Cloud9. Apat pa rin naman sila dito at tatlo lang ang tao sa mismong site ng A. Look at this crossfire, Brolan. Really good positioning. Nakahanap ng dalawa. Jumping, ginawang layup. Nakapag-dunk siya dito kay Shiro, and down goes the players of Cloud9. Grabe, 4K para kay Brolan. Inumpisahan niya with a very good kill onto Nafany, and once na nakag-funnel na yung players natin from Cloud9 going from A short, wala na. Isang magandang pick lang mula kay Brolan ang tumapo sa kanilang lahat. My goodness, naku po. Ito yung ayoko makita sa Cloud9 is sila naman yung nagkakaroon ng mechanical lapses. Walang flash, walang smoke. Well, technically merong molly, pero the molly is not gonna help support yung pagpasok mismo nila sa site. Kailangan nila isang splash or isang smoke para lang magawa yun. Head trick, just doing head trick things. Nakahanap na isa. Si Config at si Alexi B, dadagdagan ang kanilang kill feed dito. At si Brolan din, Nafany nila lang natitira. Tech9 lang ang kanyang hawak. Lalabas siya dito sa may waters area, pero huling-huli siya. Nakita agad ang kanyang paa, at yun ang gustong-gusto ni Brolan. Another round win para dito sa NIP. 8-3 ang score natin, men.
Interesting ba naman, Choco? Talagang ina-expose mo yung kaibigan natin.
Ha? Bakit? Wag lang kayo
Nanahimik
guys.
lang naman si Brolan.
Si Brolan.
Umapatay lang naman si Brolan, tapos kinakollat mo yung foot fetish.
Na?
Man, no man. That was pretty interesting. Kasi you'd expect like Cloud9 to be the type of team na makakakuha ng mga advantageous position, since you have a player like Hobbit who could play the tempo of the game. He is a lieutenant in a way sa pagiging general nitong si Nafany, where they call kung saan dapat yung map control, where Nafany is also like assisting yung kung sino yung nagpo-push up too far. Pero they're not doing this a lot. They're actually like distributing their members a little bit too, I say, out of place, since may isa si Axel nandoon sa may short all the way over to the B site, tapos hinahayaan nila yung tatlo nila active players to either pick a side kung saan sila manggagaling, and that's a pretty hefty price for themselves, but it's not really working out in their favor so far. Kaya si Alexi B binigyan ng free space papunta sa playground, hindi siya magsiswing, hahanap na lang siya ng mapipitas over, at baka si Buster yung pinakamalapit niyang pwedeng patayin dito. Good smoke out, a little bit of that delay before he can even push on. Magkatabi lang itong si Buster at si Alexi B. Sino yung unang kakagat? Is it the Finnish player, or will it be Buster, the youngest player on Cloud9 this time so far? While Buster, now he whiffs. He actually finds itong si Headcheck, who pushes pabalik doon sa may toilets. And Alexi B, he's a rock. He's not even moving a slight second. As in, he's invisible to the eyes of many. But in this time, maybe his patience will pay off. Buster
Ooh.
moves in, swings papatay kay Alexi B. And with 50 seconds, they find their IGL. And this might be enough to dismantle them before they can even defend the B site.
Ayun na nga. With that kill, 1 man down. Kaso nandito si Config. Mula sa waters area natin, nakahanap ng isa. 1-for-1 trade though. Si Habit makakapitas ng isa. Head trick. Tamang trades lang dito. So barilan lang dito ating mga players. No utils whatsoever. Tutukan lang. Yun nga lang, lamang sa tao dito. Ang ating players from NIP. Never mind. Trade after trade, men. Talagang tutukan na lang.
Tutukan.
They're just being better mechanically every single time. Speaking of mechanics right here, Brawlan will finish things off. Narinig niya yung tap ng bomb and he will go for the peak. Kahit nakapag-plant na nga yung bomba dito, he manages to also defuse it. I mean, that was a very strange round altogether, ha? Kasi si Buster, sobrang lapit na niya dito kay Alexi B. Nag-disengage siya, humanap na ibang target. Tapos bumalik siya, nahanap pa rin yung si Alexi B na hindi gumagalaw. Na dapat hindi dapat niya nakita. And then that's where all chaos followed, which is since ubos na yung utilities, off position na lahat ng players natin, kanya-kanyang tutok na lang. Sige, sino mas magaling tumutok, sino mas magaling bumarel. And in the end, it's actually gonna be Brawlan with a double kill. Siya ang most impactful player dun sa round na yun.
I think na-expect na niya na there's at least gonna be one dun sa playground because of the smoke na nilabas nitong si Alexi B. There would be no other reason kung bakit niya na-expect yun other than that quick utility play na ginawa nitong si Alexi B. But now, no, they go back to how they started, leaving Buster to go back to that play position. Now Hobbit, now he's the one on the entry. He's the one on the elevated position. Napatay si Rez at si Config and dalawang nag-a-anchor, but Brawlan too quick on the finger. Nakita si Naphany doon sa may water area and he drowns him like a butterfly. 3 versus 3 na kayan mga kaibigan. And Ninjas in Pajamas, they find Hobbit sa loob ng smoke na patay through the headshot. Buster to fight to si Brawlan. It's a 2 versus 2. An equalized. But Ninjas in Pajamas definitely have it in the bag ngayon. That is if they leave Alexi B. Nabuhay pa rin, 26 HP. Pero okay lang yan. Napatay si Shiro. And it's all on Buster. Late to the call. Pero tamang-tama. Nag-double flick. And head trick. Lighting up the shot kay Buster. Giving enough time para makapag-defuse itong si Alexi B. Double digits. At eto, ang contrast na nakita natin from that first map on Ancient. Yung confidence on a rise. Brawlan now finding every single gunfight wins.
Oh man. Talagang the duality of man or the duality of Cloud9 dito nangyari. Kung ano yung kinalakas sila nung first half, nung first game, yun din ang ikinahina nila dito. But then again, it's possible that the map itself is just playing itself out, diba? Kasi nga CT-sided din yung Ancient. So we are seeing NIP just abusing yung mga angulo dito at yung mga positional advantage ng mismong mapa if you're on the CT side. For Cloud9, medyo nakikita ko ngayon hesitation nila. Nagkakaroon dito ng konting pagdududa sa mga push nila, especially when they try to push through Monster kasi it is a funnel area. Pwede isang molly, isang nade, or isang magandang spray down mula lang sa Mach 10 or sa isang M4 mula sa isang M4 could really take out your whole team. Pero yun nga, we have seen Cloud9 pick up 3 rounds doon sa ating round 3, 4, 5. Hindi nga lang maulit doon sa mga succeeding rounds. Bomb has been defused twice. They ran out the timer 3 times and they won by elimination twice. So talagang it's Cloud9 is all over the place right now. Hindi ko alam kung ano ba ang gusto nilang gawin. Do they want to get into the site, plant the bomb, or gusto nilang manalo via elimination? So I think they need direction here coming on to this round number 14.
Whoa, wait, hold on. What? Simple is retiring. Huh?
Huh? It's time?
It's time?
Talaga? It's time?
Kasi nakita ko to sa sa Navi, nag-move na daw si Simple to other ventures.
What? It's time!
Bakit? Bakit? Sa lahat, kung kailan kailangan niya bumawi sa Blast Paris Major, the same month as April Fools.
Ano ba naman yan? Akala ko pa naman it's time na talaga. Okay. Never mind.
Naniwala si Tita Choco. Wait, config? Oh, what a
Oh.
shot from Hobbit. Actually giving himself yung control over that monster control. At since wala siya nakita sa barrels, nandito yung kanyang confidence but too aggressive as Rez is able to pick himself up, punishing yung over-aggression nitong si Hobbit while Buster using yung lason angle niya. Na-spray agad si Headtrick while Alexi B a double boost up para at least makuha niya yung at least isa kaso nga lang napatay. As Shiro was able to capitalize on that while Rez low on HP, 40 against 4 people from Cloud9 na sobrang healthy. At hindi pa retired. Dito na di simple pa.
Huli mo ako dun Akala ko it's time na talaga. Inisip ko din Sabi mo, kasali sila dito. Magre-retire siya in the middle of a tournament. No?
Hindi at April Fools. Hindi sila magkasali dito.
Hindi
Sila
pa.
kasali dito.
Grabe ka naman, Dad Fem. Kasi ang laki ng tiwala ko kay Dad Fem na kaya kung ano man yung lumalabas sa kanyang bibig, nagtitiwala ako. Ganyan ako katiwala sa Grabe ka naman, men. Pero grabe din dito ang Cloud9. Imagine, from an 8th round win in a row from NIP, bigla silang babawi. So, possibly, the momentum could swing in their favor. Pero yun nga, this is gonna be their final round to make that happen. So, makakita tayo ng deja vu from map number 1, but it's in the other side. NIP naman yung 10, tapos yung Cloud9 naman yung makakalima. Hopefully, that is the situation. Medyo kakaiba yata yung baril dito ni Mr. Rez. Minsan ko lang yan nakita at yun na nga, pinag-usapan natin to kanina. Config and Rez with their auto rifles managing to get 3 kills all together. Make that 4. At nag-iisa na lang dito si Shiro. He tries his best. AWP in hand. Never mind. Tech 9 ang kanyang hawak. Pero AWP pa rin na pwede niyang ipangtalo dito sa last 3 players ng NIP. He does have the bomb. So kailangan niya mag-Dora the Explorer dahil onto A side. Isang tao nga lang nakadepensa doon. I think that is... Sino ba yan?
Alexi B.
Si Brolan? Si Alexi B. Sorry. Lumalabo kasi yung screen ko Sorry po.
Okay lang yan, Tito. Mag-ano ka na lang. Mag-glasses ka na lang, Tito. Okay lang yan.
Akong salamin.
It's okay. Wala kang medication pero Shiro, wala na. No, too late for medication for that. Talagang bullet to the chest. Patay na patay. At wala nang buhay. Si Shiro natin, ladies and gentlemen. Now, di ko rin dismantle yung double defense nila dito doon sa may close monster, and that has been like the biggest threat sa mga T-sided players when they play Overpass. If they don't eliminate yung dalawang nakastack doon sa may monster, then it's a lost cause. Kumbaga, that's been shown sa mga games from all throughout Overpass, all throughout like Blast Premier, EU Showdown as a whole. Kasi parang PB series, natin naglaro kahapon, yun din yung pinakita nila Like that's been the case for a lot of like Overpass pushes. Yung I believe it was Copenhagen Flames versus Cloud9 yung mga games na yan. That or yung Fnatic versus 9 game where they played Overpass 2. And I believe it was Mezzi who was holding down the line there. That NC Crims doon sa may Overpass on towards that monster area. And the best thing to do that or to counter that is if they had the flash there. But because they weren't able to use the flash, kahit ng pistol round, yung flash nila papunta doon sa default, it wasn't to mitigate yung kung sino yung nasa close angle, which would have been the counter to it though. Pero hindi Contact play lang at hinayaan nila na yung pinakaunang papasok, yung mismo magiging human flash nila, which is one of the most ineffective ways to entry palabas ng monster
Mhm.
That's something that they need to like look out for. Dapat sa paglaro nila sa T-side on Overpass. But now, they're playing on CT. And this is Cloud9's map I just gotta remember to you. Ito yung pick ng Cloud9. and they would have expected na kukunin ng NIP yung CT side nila dito. Maybe they're strong on the attack, maybe on the T side, makakita tayo ng mas malakas na plays dito from NIP where they could capitalize, get themselves yung game 3 natin mga kaibigan. We have seen it before. Definitely against OG. Maybe they can do it again.
Maybe. That is a big maybe. Madami tayong conditional statements dito. Pero yun nga. NIP do have the advantage here. 11 points na sila. They just need 5 points to close out the whole game itself. Gonna be listening in to our players kung paano sila nag-play dito. Ito yung error ng Cloud9.
Molid. I'm playing truck. No, close. I'm white. I can banana, Alex. Yeah.
Thank you.
Flashing and one stop heaven. Yeah.
1 second.
Backside. Down. Flashing truck. Not close. Let's go.
Oh,
Grabe. At ayun nga. Hindi ko naintindihan men, pero kung yung tatagalog natin, narinig ko one more short. Ayun yung naintindihan ko, pero hindi ko na siya itatranslate.
Ang layo, pre. Hindi, narinig ko truck eh. Narinig ko
Truck ba? Short narinig ko eh.
Yeah, truck yung pinupush niya eh. Nasaan ba yung ano? Sa labas? Sa truck papunta. Eh, hindi naman siya nag-push talaga ng truck eh.
Ala, iba yung bumubulong sa tenga ko. Pero yun nga yung malaking error nung Cloud9. Wala nga silang mga utils doon. They just funnel through site itself. And then, wala. Pinitas talaga sila doon ni Brolan. I think yun yung mga sobrang laking lapses and ang laking, siguro na tilt talaga yung Cloud9 doon sa round na yun. That could have been theirs. And then it just snowballed into a loss. Nakabawi nga sila again ng isa after that 8-round lose streak. But 1 is all they get. Katulad nga sabi ko. 4-11 pa rin ang score natin, Mr. Dad Femina. What are your expectations here now? Cloud9 are gonna be holding or anchoring itong ating defensive side para sa mapa na to.
I mean, Ninjas in Pajamas are not only happy to get themselves to 11, pero I'm expecting that they'd be a little bit more methodical pagdating natin dito sa ating T side, which Cloud9, they have been attempting with those isolated picks. Now, Axile retreating back towards that A side kasi hindi nag-workout yung push niya dito. At least he pushes for info, nalaman niya kung nandito mga players na Ninjas in Pajamas. If wala siya nakita, he would have actually pushed towards that playground area na in-hold kanina ni Buster while he was on the T side, but kind of difficult now that they given yung space over towards that mid play. Plus, you leave itong si Config towards that A main position, then it's a split push para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas, and the only man to look out for dito is si Axile at saka si Hobbit ngayon. Closed up yung kanyang position, and pagkalabas ng flash, dito magpipik itong si Axile. Now that they push through, nakalabas na yung 360 nitong si Brolan, but Nafany actually catching 2. Ginamit yung contact nitong si Axile para malaman kung kailan siya lalaban. Buster and Axile locking down yung ating site, mga kaibigan. Cloud9 off of that pistol too. And it was a waterfall. Sumabog ang Ninjas in Pajamas sa kanilang execute. Pero pagdating sa flash timing, dito nag-shine ang Cloud9.
Cloud9. Naku po, nakuha yata nila dito yung tempo. It seems that long pause in between rounds, nakapag-recompose sila, nakapag-retool, nakapag-restrat, nakapag-re-everything sila. And yeah, simula pa lang yan. And since they managed to get that first round win, makakapag-pick up sila dito ng kanilang mga upgraded weapons, which are the MAC-10s, the FAMAS, and that's all. Dalawa lang uri ng baril na hawak nila. But still, the momentum is in their hands at nasa kanila din ang gun advantage. So if ever Ninjas in Pajamas make a very wrong mistake here, naku po, matatapos dito ang kanilang buhay, lalo na't palapit sila dito kay... Sino ba to? Hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan. Kay Shiro. Yan, salamat Mr. Observer. Konting peek lang. Nakarinig siya ng maraming tao. Pumasok sa WC. Silip kaya siya kung anong ginagawa ng mga players. Nakikita niyo yung Anino. Tamang peek lang. Nakaharap ng dalawa. Gets a spray down on 1. Pero buhay pa rin nasa loob ng WC. Pero meron ditong suporta. Si Nafany makakahanap ng isa. Pero si Rez makakapitas din. Pero tinan mo naman yung buhay ng Dad Femina, Brolan and Rez. Very low in HP. Si Alexi B din, pag pinagsama-sama mo yung HP nila, isang tao lang yan.
Definitely accounting for that. Kailangan malaman kung sino yung pinakaunang papasok, diba? Dapat si Rez, pero hawak niya yung bomba. Kaya Kung mag-rotate ba sila, that's up to question. Pero since ang lapit-lapit nila all the way over towards that toilet position, they have no choice since wala din sila masyadong time para mag-rotate. At this point, now that Cloud9 have the initial info, dapat mag-rotate na papunta doon sa may A site para hindi na nila kailangan mag-rotate, kailangan mag-hesitate. Kung lalaban pa sila against 3, habang si Napani, nakapamas, at least nakuha niya yung isa, that's a spray! And a clean double kill. 2 FAMASes equate to at least 1 huge gun. Cloud9 getting themselves yung 6th round win natin. That's a pretty good climb at the very least. A decent one para makapaghabol. Kailangan nila yun, pre, maghabol. Kasi tinan mo ba naman yung ating scoreline, pre? 5 round advantages for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, that is true. Medyo kakaiba din dito yung yung NIP. Usually, kung gusto nila i-puwersa yung round, magbabay sila sa second round pa lang. Siguro mga Galils or siguro mga Mac-10s din para lang magkaroon silang konting firepower. But they opt to go for a buy round on the third. So they will have possibly an advantage here kung tama yung exchange ng rounds. Then pwede ngang umabot dito ng 6-15 tapos may baril pa rin sila. Pero pag kumuha sila ng baril sa sa second round, it's going to be 6-15 tapos wala silang baril. So pwede makahabol yung Cloud9. I think that's how the gun economy works. Yun nga lang, what it's not gonna work is yung shots dito ni Shiro as he is the first to fall. Axel, pipitas din ang kanyang isa. Naku po, ang ganda ng peak dito ni Brolan at TLXCB. Finding 2 in the process. And the guns are not working for Cloud9. Nakakuha lang sila ng isa. At yun lang, kaya nila magawa. Hobbit and Buster will have to save these guns. Yun yung hawak nila on the previous round. And they'll have to work with those on the upcoming one. 6-12 possibly ang score natin here. And it's very looking like it is going to be 6-12.
And even if they want to play for the retake, isa lang naman yung meron silang kit dito. They need to keep Hobbit alive. Pero with their positioning, I don't think they have a chance at all para mag-retake, makapag-patay ng 4, tapos i-defuse yung bomba, all in like what, 15 seconds? That's pretty much impossible. They just keep the guns. Hobbit trying to get a consolation for himself, but no, hindi yun mangyayari. Pakitaan na agad ng mata. Dinaan. Pagiging bata, yung reaction speed ng kaibigan natin sa Ninjas in Pajamas is too quick. But look at the small league setup na kailangan sana gamitin nitong si Axel to buy a little bit more time for himself. It went too far, kaya meron pa rin a little bit more space para makapag-push itong si Brolan. No pressure din kasi as in nag-hold lang talaga ng Optimus yung isa mga anchors for Cloud9. Hindi mo mag-isa para mag-forward position itong si Axel. Nafany would have had yung responsibility na yun, pero again, that lack of position pressure, that lack of support, that is something that could be of note. Mas lalo na itong si Rez, with how he used his molly, for 5 seconds hindi siya makakabalik kasi kung saan siya nanggagaling. Pero config, tama tong si Head Trick, at least making a little bit more moves over towards that main. Shiro on top of this structure, he can at least get himself yung sa mga kills dito, pero scout lang to. Oh, bit of timing, hindi niya na-hit yung trigger. But that's at least initial info, and he could back off for now after that.
Kung naputok yun ni Shiro, that's a tag. So that means bawas na agad yung HP resource dito ng players natin from Ninjas and Pajamas. Pero hindi, timing lang. Very unfortunate. Hobbit, nako po. Hobbit, wag kang sisilip muna. Yan, pwede ka na sumilip. At least nakapag-isolate ka ng 1 versus 1 dito kay Config. Or possibly dito kay Head Trick. But the timing is still off. The call is still not there. Naku po. They learned. 1. He only gets 2. Pero pwede na. Tamang mamba out na dito si Hobbit. Barolan with the trade. But that is damage done. It's 4 versus 3. So Cloud9, they will have to work with what they have. And Ninjas and Pajamas, they need to push fast. Because time is running out, that fam.
Oh man, Config already pushed up dun sa main at siya yung magiging entry para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. 20 seconds at magkocommit na agad. Config finding the entry shot. Brolin kahit the flash. Napatay niya agad si Nafany and that is one of the anchors down. Kaya may confidence sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Makapag-plant ng bomba over at A side. Shiro only has yung scout at yung USP. Mapupushan siya agad ni Brolan. And it's Buster. 1v3, the youngest player but gets immediately denied. One tap to the head galing kay Rez. A narrow shot. Papalik sa Cloud9 players. Ninjas in Pajamas pushing closer and closer. Papunta sa match point natin. And possibly to another game. Para makabawi sa Cloud9. Sobrang dominating ng first game nila. Dominating na din pag second game.
Wow, medyo kakaiba yung mga games talaga natin, Dad Fem. Unang mapa natin, Ancient, was picked by NIP. Dapat sila yung advantage sana doon, but Cloud9, they just won it. Ito naman, Cloud9 had their pick on Overpass, but NIP decided to start off on CT. And sila naman yung mga nagkaroon ng advantage. So mukhang CT-sided talaga yung mga mapa natin. And what happens is yung morale, yung confidence, it carries over onto the second half. Look at how Cloud9 are positioned. Wow!
Ang daming tao sa backside.
Isang nade, isang molly. Naku po, sulit na sulit yung 600 pati yung 400 mo doon.
Pero lineup lang eh. AK lang talaga eh. Tamang left click lang yung kaibigan nating si Brolan. Getting Sinaphony, Hobbit, and Buster out of the kill feed. Kaya si Headtrick walang hesitation pumasok. You just give this round over to Ninjas in Pajamas. And you'd know that they're gonna swing it off into the 14th round. Grabe. At this point, flexing their muscles, showing who's dominating at this point, knowing na yung Cloud9, they were on the brink of making this a 2-0. They even stopped them in their tracks for the past few rounds now. It has been the Brolan show. Especially on the T side where you put a very underrated rifler sa sobrang komportable niyang position. Look at how many rounds they have been winning. It's a 3 straight round winning streak para sa NIP. And on their T side, nonetheless, dito sila nagkakaroon ng shine. This time, Cloud9 risking themselves to pick up yung nag-iisa pang pwedeng point of contention dito. They're not even pressing the issue any for longer. Wala akong nakikitang push outside of Monster. Hindi na ako nakakita ng aggressive toilet take. An Axile actually holding down that position over at toilets now. Pwede niyang gamitin yung aiming position para makabalik. Pakatapos patayin si Config. At pwede din siya mag-mamba out pero still use his own presence as cover. Pwede niyang gamitin yun para ma-secure yung buong toilet control. Look at his positioning from Brolan. He could actually be the one to open up yung Monster para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. And because of that flash, the smokes are out. The spray from Brolan. Perfect para mapatay si Hobbit at si Buster. That opens another option para sa Ninjas in Pajamas, but they're taking this so methodically. Look at where Rez is right now. Behind enemy lines. Nasa loob na agad ng Heaven. Pwede din siya mag-convert over basta mapatay niya itong si Nafany over at that short area. But, oh my god, Shiro's actually going back. And he could be the one who actually take him off immediately. Pero, wala siya dun sa position na yon. Narinig niya pa niya itong nag-iisang player ng Cloud9, but Axel actually finding si Alexi B. But Rez has the perfect chance. Pwede niya ilabas yung knife niya. Pwede niya madamu si Shiro, pero ayan, napatay yung AWP. This is the perfect chance na para makuha yung match point for Ninjas in Pajamas. Molly's at the word short, and Nafany whiffs the timing.
Oh no!
Konti na lang, pero hold on! Spray pa punta sa bomb! At napatay niya si Brolan and Headtrick. All on Rez. The guy, the mole rat sa loob ng city spawn. Pero may time pa ang Cloud9. Pwedeng i-defuse itong si Axel waiting for Nafany. Pero Rez in the perfect spot. They're looking at the wrong place. But Cloud9 na-defuse ang bomba. Rez with a double, but that's not even worth it.
Oh man, kapit patalim dito yung Cloud9 and they still managed to climb it out. Grabe. That was very close kasi yung position ni Rez, pwede niyang i-one tap talaga sa ulo yung diffuser. Tapos grabe, the trades na funny he was supposed to die. Ang daming T side doon sa mismong site. Tapos meron pang nag-a-among us na si Rez. Kaso hindi siya nahuli. He just got the best timing. Paborito siya ni Lord. And he managed to, I think that was one of the main reasons that Cloud9 won that round, just because of Nafani. Decision making and luck contributed there. But luck is just a small factor here. Hindi siya ganun kasing laki, because right now, if Cloud9 are relying on luck a lot, they need a lot more. Kasi look at Ninjas in Pajamas right now. They're just 2 points away from winning this map and going to map number 3. First blood is gonna be dealt. Hobbit is no longer gonna find Mordor. He's not gonna deliver the Ring of Power. 2 kills. Again, trade of kills from both of our teams. And slowly but surely, people are dying all across the map. 2 players left, Shiro and Buster. FAMAS on hand versus an AWP and 2 AK-47s. Right now, Cloud9, I don't see them winning this round, Dadfem, but it's still possible.
Look at the positioning for Buster here too, kasi he's all the way hold up. Where's that water control in this? Sandbags being that point. Possibly he could be losing it out kasi nag-commit na agad yung Ninjas. Nag-wrap around lang pagkatapos ng toilets push. They baited yung positioning nitong si Buster, so he just lurks on around. Shiro, the only guy. The anchor sprays on, pero si Alexi B lang yung mapapatay. It's all on Buster na naman. The guy who can try to clutch. Try to stand in para din sa Cloud9. A spray by Brez.
Winnable.
It's all on Headtrick. Pero napatay din si Headtrick. Buster. Clean shots towards the domes of Ninjas in Pajamas. 8-14. And it's all on this clutch. What a perfect timing. Kasi by the time na Shiro died, he hicks off one of the most important players na si Alexi B. The guy who's willing na pumunta dun sa bank para hindi magkaroon ng equal map control ang Cloud9 natin. Pero the way that he tries to take off Alexi B, that eliminates yung isa mga pwedeng players na pwedeng makapag-push on bank. And that would have burned a lot of time for Buster, but because he eliminated or na-eliminate na agad si Alexi B, he only needed to look at the same direction kung saan ang galing tong si Rez.
Oh man, that was a huge round. Kung hindi moral boost yun para sa buong team, I don't know what will be. Cloud9, they managed to stay alive dito sa ating torneo, at least for just a little bit. Kasi nga, Ninjas in Pajamas, they still need to get those 2 crucial rounds. And mukhang nagkatotoo yata yung sinasabi dito ni Mr. Kenwit, yung the curse of the 14. Nagkakaroon ng performance anxiety dito yung ating players from NIP. They just can't get it up anymore. Kanina, medyo malakas yung kanilang ang kanilang performance, but right now they're falling a little bit too short every single time. Now Cloud9, they have the ball in their hands. Ang tanong, paano nila lalaruin to? Could they go for this push onto Monster? Pero this is where they actually lost a lot of their duels, unless they can do something different. Rez, nandito naman sa may short area. Pwede silang pumunta sa may sandbags, try to get their own kills. That would secure B site. That is, kung sabay-sabay sila makapag-execute dito, Dadfam.
Kailangan synced in kasi now nakaposition agad itong si Headcheck. But look at how forward itong si Rez. At hindi niya na-expect si Buster lining up si Alexi B, si Rez. Hobbit with a spray. Buster with a 3rd kill. 3K para dito sa Cloud9. It's looking like the stars are aligning na naman para sa Cloud9 players natin. On the brink of death, they slowly wake up like the Undertaker. And Config 1v5 all on this guy. Kaso 12 seconds na lang, mapapatay na lang siya. Hindi pa nga siya umabot sa 12 seconds. He only needed 5 para sumabog ang chances ng Ninjas in Pajamas. That's a 9th round win if I've ever seen one.
My goodness, Cloud9 at least. Man, this is a really strange round talaga. It's a really strange game, pero yun nga, it's a 9th round win. 9th round win para dito sa Cloud9, and they will happily take it. Yun nga, sinabi natin na dapat synchronized, dapat tama yung timing dito ng players natin from NIP to just push on to site. Kaso yun nga lang, I think the timing was totally off kasi pagka-peak ni Buster doon sa may short area natin, nakalabas pa yung util ni hindi pala nakalabas. Nakatingin si Alexi B doon sa may heaven side, doon sa may left side ng short. And then just perfect time again from Buster getting one more kill. Hobbit also finds one onto Brolan and then wala na. Na-shatter na lang dito yung spear na dapat tatago sa depensa ng Cloud9. And very unfortunate for NIP. They still have a few more rounds in them though. So medyo mahaba pa naman yung ating game because it's still a long way for Cloud9 to reach 14. It's still 5 rounds and that's possibly around maybe 30 minutes pa. Mat's off, but Cloud9, they have the momentum now.
Alam mo, napapansin ko, kapag overpass game talaga, it's either the fastest game that you can expect or the slowest game talaga eh. And we're getting one of those, Choco. That's all you can do. Hobbit though, again, in the same position where he had the most perfect of timings to get a double kill. Can he get another one? Ngayon na nakapush up na ang mga players na Ninjas in Pajamas waiting for that initial info at nandito sila lahat sa loob ng toilets habang si kaibigan nating si Hobbit now waiting for the perfect chance. Nakapag-swing na agad ng Ninjas, nakapag-ingay na, napatay na din si Alexi B. Axel and Shiro spraying on and Hobbit. A mole in the back lines of Ninjas. 1 versus 5. The Tech9 push did not work out in the end para sa Ninjas. Double digits ang Cloud9 mga kaibigan. At nakakahabol ang Cloud9 habang hindi pa tapos ang laban, humihinga pa rin ang Giants natin against the face of Ninjas.
Yeah, and I don't know, itong pacing ng Cloud9, just changing up, switching up yung kanilang defensive strats, actually going for a more aggressive approach. And it's actually working out for them. Kung makikita mo kanina, si Hobbit talagang he took control of that connector and just sprayed everybody down. Yun yung kailangan dito ng players natin from Cloud9, just a little bit more. Pero yun nga, look at the response from NIP. Sila naman ang kukuha dito ng connector. They don't want any more lurks coming out from C9. At yun nga lang, because of that, they gave up position. Hobbit will get the first. Rez with a double. What a shot. 2 headshots sa mukha ng dalawang players natin from our momentous team Cloud9. Yun nga lang, momentum is gonna be shut down just a little bit here. Cloud9 still have what it takes dahil meron pa silang 3 players alive. 1 on long, 1 on B, and 1 on A side. The thing is, it's 4 versus 3 and there is gonna be a 3-man push going on to Monster, and I don't think Mr. Config, tama ba? O si Rez ba yan? Ang labo na, si Rez pala. I don't think hindi, si Buster. Hindi ko makita yung mga yung mga mukha. Sorry guys.
It's okay. Ako kitang-kita ko kasi I have young eyes. Buster though, can he deliver? No, he cannot. After lighting up Rez, he just does not hit the shot kay Config. Expecting the 2 versus 3 na ngayon. They definitely do not want to give this up without a fight. Cloud9 waiting for Axel to even push on bago magkaroon ng move itong si Nafany, while Alexi B holding the AWP just finds the shot kay Axel. Beautifully done, neutralizing yung biggest threat dito as Nafany now runs on back, just delivers himself another life papunta dito sa next round. But the most crucial of rounds para sa Cloud9 delivered in the most painful of ways. 15-round win para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Match point na sila na ngayon mga kaibigan. Napakagandang simula, napakagandang recovery at napakaganda second half para sa kanila.
Tuwan-tuwa siguro ngayon yung mga bettors natin na umabot ng na naglagay ng isang handicap point kung meron man. Pero this is really bad for Cloud9 right now. Imagine, napakagandang start nila. Napakagandang start nila dun sa Ancient, but unfortunately, Cloud9 looks like they have their number here in Overpass. They're not stopping. Look at this. Napakabilis ng pag-push dito ng NIP sa Monster. Pero, Hindi sila magpupush sa ngayon. Talagang inaabangan lang nila na magkaroon ng errors dito ang Cloud9 once again so that they could capitalize on it, punish the players, and then just win the round kasi isang puntos na lang tayo dito. Cloud9, however, they're still looking for an opening here. Isang pitas lang, they'll take it. And then, sabi nga natin, maliit na butas, lumalaki. And that's what they're banking on right now.
Interesting call. Pero kung mabubuksan ba naman nila yung butas na ito, yun yung katanungan. Si Brolan na makakuha ng patay kay Buster at eto, looking so solid again para matapos ang map na ito para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Vertigo looking very much a possibility na ngayon. Now looking more likely, lalo tapatay na si Axile. Two of the better players dito for Cloud9. Shiro, all lighting up the shot ngayon, expecting yung pag-push. Pero si Headtrick ang makakalaban niya at nakita nila cross dahil dun sa jump peak na ginawa nito ni Headtrick. And because of that, they flash out. The smokes are in. Config pushes out at na-overwhelm si Shiro bago pa man siya magkaroon ng chance na mag-react against four of these players on Ninjas. Config getting a second. And Vertigo, ladies and gentlemen, para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Pagkatapos ng overpass na ito, ang recovery na hinahanap natin para sa mixed European squad of Ninjas. Now looking more and more like it is inevitable, Hobbit, to get that one shot kay Config. Pero look at that shot from Headtrick. 62 down and one more to go. Headtrick lighting the shot here para mapatay ang nag-iisang member ng Cloud9. And they win it off in the end para ma-secure yung overpass nila. Ninjas in Pajamas securing yung third game natin, mga kaibigan, papunta sa ating Vertigo map na malalaman kung babawi ang Cloud9 dito.
So, makakabawi yata parehas nating team kasi parehas silang labang. 1-1 ang score natin all throughout. Cloud9 doing a little bit better sa kanilang second half, but it was again just a little bit too short. NIP will happily take their map win here on Overpass. And look at the scores, man. Brolan 24 res and Config all in the upper 20s or in the 20s, I mean. Pero yeah, Cloud9, they just can't find their footing dito sa mapa na to. I think it all started with that with that round na dapat ipapanalo nila nung nag-push sila sa may A long. Unfortunately, again, point out ko ulit, no flash, no smoke, nothing whatever. Wala silang papadulas para makapasok ng swabe dito sa site na to. And that was just gonna be a tilter for them, and it carried all over throughout the whole map itself. Hopefully, dito sa ating long pause between our maps, makapag-recompose ulit sila, makahanap sila ng tamang mga strats, ilabas na nila yung kanilang playbook, at dun nila makita yung kahinaan ng NIP. They could still win. And the same goes for NIP then. They are fighting against a titan of a team na Cloud9. So they will have to pull they will have to pull all of the best strats that they can and not pull any punches on their side.
May natandaan ka bang tactical timeout from Cloud9 sa buong game na yun, Choco? Kasi parang wala ako naaalala, di ba? Napansin mo?
Meron. Isa lang.
Napansin mo ba? Parang nakakalimutan ko nga eh. Isa lang, pero parang wala nga nagawa eh pagkatapos nun. They just played full contact papunta dun sa monster, and that's a sign of tilt. That's a sign na kailangan nilang mag-reset. And possibly so, sa Vertigo nila kailangan mag-reset. Kailangan para ma-secure yung final spot natin. Will it be yung last and upset win para dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas, or ma-secure ba ng Kings of the Spring Showdown, Cloud9, ang kanilang throne? Malalaman natin mamaya pagkatapos ng break. Huwag kayong aalis, babalik ang Blast Premier Spring Showdown at ang larong ito.
Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
Magandang gabi mga Counter-Strike at welcome back sa Semifinals ng Blast Premier EU Spring Showdown. Ako nga pala si Dan Femin at kasama ko si Choco para sa ating best of 3 between Ninjas in Pajamas versus Cloud9. Konting recap lang tayo mga kaibigan. First game, it went in favor of the Cloud9 players and we were expecting a 2-0. Kaso, pagdating natin sa Overpass, nakalason agad ang mga players natin from Ninjas in Pajamas. Kaya papasok tayo sa Vertigo kung saan malalaman natin kung sino ang magwawagi, Choco.
Dito natin makikita kung sino talaga ang deserving pumunta sa ating Grand Finals. At ayun nga, it's either NIP or Cloud9 basing on the performance on first map. Inisip ko, ay Cloud9 to. Pero pagdating sa ating second map on Overpass, ay it's NIP. Pero right now, 50-50 talaga siya. It's a flip of a coin, and that big coin is actually going to be the map of Vertigo. Personally, this is a map that medyo nalilito pa ako kasi there's so many levels of verticality. Meron dito yung first floor or yung sa baba. Tapos meron din yung sa taas, yung upper sites naman din. And dun sa mga mismong sites din natin, they also have their own levels of verticality. You have the upper boxes, nandun yung mga catwalk, nandun yung mga scaffolding, mismong likod ng site. There's a lot of things to talk about here just in the map itself. And if you're on T side, ang dami mong kailangan i-check na angles. Not just left, not just right, but also the upper parts of the map as well. So since ang magsa-start dito ng T-side is Ninjas in Pajamas, I'm actually leaning on Cloud9 who might be able to close out this map, Dadfem.
Possible, definitely. Kasi in a lot of the games that they played Vertigo for the past 3 months now, they haven't lost at all sa kahit anong Vertigo maps nila for their past history for 3 months now. Kaya, you know, you're giving them an edge. I would understand. Kasi, you know, Vertigo is definitely a map na kind of similar to Overpass where you would say the slow team could actually gain themselves the advantage. Pero UCT side na if you're ever gonna be able to pressure yung extremities natin where ramps is always gonna be that pressure play, or yung stairs natin when you are on the B side, then it's a skill matchup, lalo na sa parehong teams natin. Pero Cloud9 being the team that has set the standard para sa Vertigo maps natin, lalo nag-start sila sa city side, makikita mo kung gaano ka-impactful ang kanilang extremity hold. Ngayon, magpupush agad si Shiro. Julius ang hawak, Hobbit to get the first, kaso napatay agad ang ating Hobbit player. Rez to get the follow at the Shiro, at sayang na sayang kasi yun yung dalawang duelists na pwede sana mag-overpush, pero after the push, magpupull at magpupush ulit ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Nafany holding ang sandbags area natin to try na i-best i-pressure yung forward positions ng Ninjas, pero baka hindi niya na-realize na napakalapit lang ni Config over at the other side of that pillar. Kayang-kayang gamitin, baka na-realize niya ito. At habang nangyayari yun, nag-hold pa lang ng positions ang Cloud9 habang ang Ninjas in Pajamas ready now with the flash, with the smoke shot. One tap to the head of Alexi B. The IGL is down, but Config is too quick to use that clock and even getting themselves an equalization.
And speaking of equalization, mukhang mabibreak agad yon dito ni Hobbit with the duelies on hand. Isa na naman sa head ni Headtrick. They could find one more. Then dito si Buster para pigilan dito ang push ng players natin from Ninjas in Pajamas. Config is all that's left. Taps the bomb pero may tao sa kanyang gilid. At yun ay si Hobbit. Slaps into the side of the face. And the first round win goes into the hands of Cloud9. Ngayon, getting them this first round will now give them the economic advantage. Ang problema dito for Ninjas and Pajamas, if they continue this kind of play, which is going to be expected dahil halos tatlo lang ang pwedeng pag-funnelan dito ng players natin from NIP, it is going to be a very huge task for them. Look at this. MP9s and FAMAS on the side of Cloud9, and kung yun nga, uulitin ng NIP yung ginawa nila, they will just get sprayed down and makakapag-farm dito ng eco ang side ng Cloud9. But look at the patience from NIP. Alam nila na pang-farm na weapons ang gagamitin dito ng Cloud9 side. So they are taking it very slowly, not overpeaking, but not also being very patient as well. Ayun nga lang, Shiro, tamang sayaw, tamang left-right lang dito kay Brolan. And he puts him down. That's gonna be a 4-5.
Malaking damage over to one of the players of Cloud9. At least that's the one thing that they're trying to hope for. Si Axile na gamit na ng MP9, pushed up. Walang support galing dito kay Hobbit na nag-hold lang dun sa long angle. At na-surprise pa nga si Alexi B. Hello and goodbye, ang sabi ni Axile. Pagka-swing niya dito, babalik agad sa pag-repeat niya after niya ilagay yung smoke. Ang config and the rest of the players on Ninjas and Pajamas, sasama-sama lang possibly to re-hit over papunta sa ating ramps area. Lalo na hold na ito ni Nafani na ayaw ibigay ang space na ito papunta sa Ninjas. A quick tap, shot over to config, napatay ang isa mga players ng Ninjas, and Shiro following up to the other side of that scaffolding, lining everything up para sa Cloud9, falling into place. It's like parang lugaw lang yan, pre.
Oh.
It's like they have the perfect ingredients, okay yung consistency ng tubig, the right rice that they have, and konting spray lang ng seasoning, okay na yan. That's pretty simple from Cloud9.
Nakakagutom pa naman. Bukas pa naman na paresan sa amin dito. Hindi siya lugaw pares siya Pero tama ka doon. Tamang timpla lang.
Hindi ka pa nakatikim ng pares.
What?
Yeah.
Pare, lilipad ako dyan sa inyo. Maghahanap tayo ng lipa. Pares.
Ba't parang sinabi mo na taga Dubai ka, pre?
Ha?
Parang sinabi mo
Lilipad
na
ako dyan
ka.
para mabilis tayong kumain. Kasi gusto kong ma-experience mo yun. Kasi tamang timpla, katulad nga na sabi mo, Cloud9 were able to find all of the shots in. Yun nga, parang pares lang. Dapat in pairs din papasok dito yung Cloud9. But unfortunately, that's not gonna be the play. Instead, mag-stack up sila dito sa may ramps area, trying to find an advantage, trying to find, yun nga, yung elevation na kailangan nila para makahanap ng ulo. Funny, good position, good molly, pero that just put the guy dito sa apps area natin stuck a little bit. Pero wait, na pa rin yung pwesto niya.
Kailan sila magpupush doon sa short? Kasi kung hindi pa na-check ng Sinafany, he does get smoked off, pero he can just push out of it. And that's the one thing that NIP do not want to happen. So, as nandun siya, mapatay siya. Hobbit and Shiro fighting two. Yung AWP, Sinafany, lumabas na smoke, pero konti lang yung damage. As long as Buster's still alive, then this is possible. Lining up si Lexi B at si Hodchick. Perfect play. Coordination now. All syncing up. Dito sa ating 3-0 for Cloud9.
May niluluto
Tamang
doon yung
ng coke, pre. Tamang inom ng coke tong si Hedrick, pre.
Hindi yata yung coke.
Si Brolan pala yan. Si Brolan
Kape yata yun Kasi walang bula. Katulad nitong players natin. Grabe, si Alexi B pati si Hedrick luminya. Nawala din sila. Parang bula din. Very sad. Pero, Cloud9, they do have the advantage. Makakapag-pistols nga lang dito. NIP, tamang farming na naman dito si Shiro gamit kanyang AWP na funny. Gets one through the smoke. Naku po, lahat ng expected angles na expect at lumabas doon ang players natin from NIP. Cloud9 just reaping the rewards from all of these early shots. And right now, NIP, kailangan nilang gumawa ng napaka-exotic na play. Isang miracle play, if ever. These Tech 9s and one Deagle need to work. Kahit isang headshot lang dito sa Deagle ni Rez, that's gonna be a difference maker kasi gun upgrade na agad yun para sa kanila.
Nung sinabi mo yung bula sa coke, akala ko sabi mo bulate, tapos napaisip ko, bulate sa coke? Bakit? Bakit, pre? Pero hindi It's kind of doesn't make sense. Like how they're not even checking Hobbit ngayon. Doon sa likod ng sandbags, you're just trying to connect everything. Kahit coke. na may bulate. Tapos
What?
naisip ko, ba't may bulate yung... Hindi pala, bula pala. Yung fizz.
Bula?
Yung pala ibig mong sabihin. Akin. It's my bad.
Oh.
Kala ko kasi bulate.
Pinapatawad na kita.
Ah.
Pero hindi kita papapatawad kasi hindi ka pa nakakain ng pares, pare.
Sorry na.
Nasa birthplace ka ng pares. Hindi, joke lang.
Kasi isipin mo to.
Oo.
Kasi kaya pares yung tawag. Kasi dapat magka-pares kayo na kumakain. Kaya samahan mo ako. Katulad ni Nafany, sama-sama lang silang kontrolin yung ramps area dito. That's a good shot from the AK-47. Si Hobbit na golden sa sandbags. That's a really good position kapag nag-push palabas ng ramp sila. Pero dahil napatay nila si Headtick, kinda slow things down at biglang nag-hesitate yung ninjas in pajamas kung saan na naman gagaling. Nafany still holding the same angle that he's been holding after niya patayin si Headtrick. If Brolan actually pushes too far, baka hindi niya ma-expect yung pag-push nitong si Hobbit, pero nanyo na nga nalason si Hobbit. Rez even picking up si Buster. Can't fake the follow through dahil si Axel pushing too far. And suddenly, Cloud9 are getting punished every single round. Nag-flick nitong si Shiro, not hitting the shot. Si Rez ang magka-cut down sa young upper ng Cloud9. Round on the board para dito sa Ninjas.
Yeah, isang puntos na ang makukuha ng NIP dito. Ang ating mga assassins able to pick off one by one ang ating mga players. Very good smoke play mula kay Brolan. Grabe. Gets away with murder as well. Isa lang ang makukuha dito ng Cloud9 at yun na nga, sumakit lahat ng ulo dito ng players natin. Sana hindi rin sumasakit ang kanilang mga bewang. Pero yun nga, Cloud9 do still have their money. So pwede naman sila mamigay ng isang round kahit isa lang at kukuha din sila ng isang ng kanilang isang timeout. So tandaan nyo guys, para kay Dad Femina kasi medyo tumatanda na rin siya. Round number 6, tactical timeout ng Cloud9. Dito sila kailangan nila mag-recompose. Bakit nakapasok si Brolan doon? Sino ang nagbabantay nung smoke? Sino nagbabantay ng ramps? Dapat si Nafany, pero si Nafany din yung may hawak nung short. So, hindi dapat siya, hindi ang may sisi doon si Nafany. So, siguro yung pinag-usapan nila. But still, mabilis lang yung timeout na yun. So, kailangan, the game must go on. Katulad sa nila. Brolan, oh my God, he's already in once again.
A rat inside of that A-short position at kung saan hinahawak niya yung short ngayon, ipapull down na yung pants. Nafany finding the spray. Nafany with a second sa loob ng smoke and a head trick. Hindi siya prepared. Akala niya sama-sama lang sila doon pero sama-sama silang namatay. Muling nabuhay ang dugo ng Cloud9 pagkatapos makakuha ng isang panalo ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Kung kanina, Choco, po-point out ko na sana bakit hawakan ni Brolan yung short niya? Akala natin na-focus siya dito pero hold on, Shiro. AWP shot. Napatay si Config. At agad-agad nag-slow down ang Ninjas in Pajamas. The bomb nasa harapan lang ng A-short position habang napakalayo ni Rez kasama kanyang IGL making space over towards that B site habang si Axel ang nag-iisang nag-hold dun sa mid. Slowly creeping up, Rez. Pwede siya makalason kung hindi nakuha yung timing ni Axel. As long as he can boost himself up doon sa may windows, then it's possible. Pero he actually tries to wrap around doon sa may city spawn of all things. While on the other side, si Alexi B just waiting to push his hand to papunta doon sa may mid window. Possibly could have a chance at redemption ngayon na nag-push up tong si Rez at nag-ingay ng konti. Slight noise made. At baka makapag-react itong si Axel, but no, they're just gonna wait the time out. You already have the bomb in your hand. You don't even need to push too far.
Grabe si Rez. Sobrang lapit na niya kay kamatayan pero siya yung magdi-deal ng lethal blow. Pero hindi siya tumuloy. He's right in the head. Pero hindi siya katulad ni Nafany. Are, nag-push siya sa dalawang smoke. Tapos nahuli niya si Brolan. Pati sino yun? Sino yung nahuli din ni Nafany? Yung isa pa? Si Headtrick, may hawak na AWP, hindi niya kaya makapag-flick ng ganun kabilis. Nagulat na lang sila, bakit meron tayong Among Us na naman dito? Man, Nafany playing very big here. Kung ano yung ginawa ni Brolan nung previous round, the round before, binawi din dito ni Nafany. And nakabawi sila isang round. 5-1 as our score. And mukhang nang inig dito ang Ninjas in Pajamas. They will have to take their own tactical pause. Right now, they do have money. Pero hindi enough to para makapag-full buy sila in terms of utility. Excuse me po.
Your excuse, Joe.
So kailangan dito ng NIP talaga tong Takpos na to para lang sila ay magkaroon din ng konting advance. Never mind, sorry guys, mali pala yung tinitingnan ko na Eco. Maraming pera dito NIP because of their max loss bonus already kicking in, plus nakakuha sila ng isang panalo doon. So medyo mayaman sila, but this might break their bank if they lose this round again.
Alam mo, ang sinasabi nila, Choco, you perceive what you aspire to be. Kaya akala mo na rich sila kasi gusto mo maging rich. Yun yung mindset.
Ano ba yun?
Nabasa ko yun sa
Akala ko-
book ni Steve Jobs, pre.
Akala ko you are what you think kasi wala akong pera, wala din silang pera.
Hindi. You are what you eat, pare. Kasi kung kumain ka ng pares, ikaw ay apares ko. Kaya ganun. Kaya, si Brolan, trying to pick his own timing para makuha yung control over A short after mag-dissipate na yung molly niya. Hindi niya ginamit ang smoke para mawala yung molly. Kaya not much noise made para dito kay Brolan. Actually takes himself in a very comfortable position over A short, and while that's happening, everybody else on NIP, but Brolan, quick spray down para mapatay si Nafany. And dips out completely para masamahan ng mga players on NIP. Quick push and pull. And pushing back in towards that B site. Sama-sama si Config at saka si Rez para makontrol yung stairs area. At this smoke already invested para mag-slow down sila. Pero what more in towards that retake position, right? Napatay si Nafany. And they could get a whole lot better than that. As 20 seconds runs down, pwede na mag-push ang NIP dito. Mag-e-entry si Rez. But Axile lines up the shot. Config and Rez. Natuhog ang dalawa nag-e-entry para sa NIP. Axile losing the fight. But Shiro even hitting on towards Alexi B. Chilling sa likod ng aircon. Pero napatay dahil nag-entry na din si Brolan. But Cloud9 still wins. Dahil walang panahon at walang time. This is a bonus din na kill para dito kay Hobbit, and that's all above anything else. Because now they get themselves a 6th round win. And that was even optimistic kasi NIP had really good openings too.
Wala talaga si Axel, kakaiba talaga yung mga position niya. He was bad. Well, magandang position yun. There was no molly to clear out yung spot na yun. I forgot what it's called, pero basta yung pillar na yun. Fortunately, that was the demise of Ninjas in Pajamas. They will have to work with what they have, with the little that they have right now. Sabi ko sa'yo, it's gonna break their bank. And right now, Buster is breaking heads of Config, as well as one more person if makapag-push out siya dito. But Nafany still here on sidewalk. Kaso yun nga lang, umakyat si Brolan, pumatok at binatukan dito si Nafany. 1-to-1 trade. No control whatsoever just yet dahil medyo may ipit dito ang NIP pag tumuloy sila dito sa sidewalk. At yun na nga, nadapa sila dito. Rez will get one, pero bawas na bawas dito si Headtrick pati si Rez. Si Alexi B may Tech 9, isang molly ang kanyang hawak, puno ang kanyang buhay, pero kailangan niya yata makipag-trade dito ng barrel or pupulat siya doon sa may mismong scaffolds. Buster, nandito na naman, makakita yata siya ng ulo. Pag nawala itong usok na to, naku po, delicates dito ang Ninjas in Pajamas. They're not gonna be expecting him.
No. Now they leave. Actually get themselves yung opportunity para makuha yung Rams control na ngayon. Si Shiro yung frontline. At dahil focus na focus sila doon sa frontline mismo, Shiro can just play that. The guy who can distract them all. What a jumping shot. At buhay na buhay pero patay agad pagkatapos ng response ni Buster. And again, off of time, off of kills. Cloud9. Nakaisa na naman. Pagkatapos ng napaka-patient na contact play sana. After that, they use the smokes, they use the flashes sana. Kaso, where Shiro needed him the most, Buster just delivers. Another point on contention and another rifle para maguluhan ang ninjas before they can even plant.
Man. I don't know. I think NIP, they could have definitely played that better. Sabi ko, they had sidewalk dun sa may tabi ng scaffold. They could have pushed yung dark, they could have pushed a little bit more para lang mapatay doon si Nafani kasi mag-isa lang siya and mag-push out ulit sila, mahuli nila si Rez. Unfortunately though, medyo nagkaroon yata ng miscoms. They were not looking at all at the same time. Ay hindi, magandang flash pala kay Shiro ang tumapos sa kanila doon. Ayun pala, kaya hindi sila nakatingin ng maayos. Unfortunately, it could have been a better play for NIP, but the counterplay from Cloud9 was so much better. And right now, NIP, look at their buys. Tech9s all around. Lots of utilities though. So it's winnable for them. Amang headshot lang naman kasi Tech9, lethal naman yan. Basta 2 shots. One to the body and one to the head. Not in that sequence though.
No.
Just in pajamas though. They're pushing all together. Sabay-sabay sila. Hawak kamay patungo dito sa ating B-site. Axel is ready for it. Oh, he's not though. Rez will get the first kill. And now, Alexi B deep inside enemy lines and he could very well get another.
Patay, nasa loob na agad ng kung saan pwedeng madepensahan sana ng Cloud9. Pero Nafani nasa backlines na naman, pwedeng mag-lurk, pwedeng mag-flank at tira nang mapatay itong si Rez dahil doon. Alexi B, sobrang deep inside that window position, but Buster, so good with finalizing the kill over the Alexi B. Roland, nahanap na agad yung rat na si Nafani before he can even capitalize on a second gamit ng MP9 na to. At pagpasok pala ang Hobbit with the first shot kay Rez. Sobrang low at mag-defuse na ng bomba. Konti na lang, pero may time pa ba? Wala na! Tumakbo si Hobbit!
Wow.
May kit na sana siya, may time pa naman sana, pero hindi niya pinuso.
Si Brolan yung pumuso. Pare, nakuha niya yung kill kay Shiro. Tapos pagkaangat niya, nahuli din niya yung diffuser. Oh my God, what a lucky shot dito. From NIP, from Brolan. Siya yung nagpanalo sa round na yon. Si Rez yung nag-entry. So feeling ko na meron din siyang contribution doon. Pero pare, si talaga, si Brolan yun. Right now, wag na natin pag-usapan yun kasi I think nagkaroon na dito ng konting moral boost ang NIP. They see that Cloud9 can also bleed as well. Nga lang, first shot is not just gonna hurt, it is going to kill. Shiro goes down, patay na agad ang offer dito ng side natin from Cloud9. But Buster will be picking up the AWP instead. And they will have some firepower onto the next round. I think Cloud9, ganito pa lang kaaga, mag-call na agad sila ng save and then sa kanila pag-usapan kung ano yung gagawin nila sa next round.
Precise na agad, Brolan, even landing yung nade papunta kay Nafani. A little bit of damage and because he didn't have an armor at napakalapit na doon sa kung saan siya nanggaling, mapapatay siya. But Buster, yan yung hawak ng AWP pagkatapos mamatay ng si Shiro. Now heralding it as his own. Maybe this time they can give over yung space dito for Ninjas! Oh, Rez! Eventually, finding yung kill dito kay Axel. It was so close. Not good enough. Buster landing another shot from the AWP. A bit of damage done papunta dito sa NIP pero probably not enough to the side para makapag-push na naman ang Cloud9. Giving another win papunta sa Ninjas in Pajamas and it all needed that one kill kay Shiro para ma-decide nila yon. But I like that Buster is also dealing damage with that AWP. This is good enough to make it close para in the next round, Ninjas in Pajamas, konti lang yung magiging money coming into the next round. At kapag natalo sila doon, it's possible na mapag-eco sila ulit. Hobbit now, again, fighting itong si Config and then slowly destroying yung eco na meron sila ngayon. Yes, they can build up more for the guns later. Pero if they don't win the next round, they're gonna be broke. Lalo sila magiging poor. Wala sila magkakaroon ng pera para makabili ng baril at all.
Yeah, that is very true. Actually, this round is this is possibly a swing round para dito sa ating both teams kasi kung makapag full buy sila parehas, it's gonna break both of their banks. Hopefully one of these teams is going to go for a team ace, tag-isa sila lahat ng kill or talagang basagan sila dito. 5 versus 5 tapos 1v1 yung matitira sa dulo. That is possibly the worst case scenario para sa ating dalawang team because if either team wins tapos isa lang matitira, that's a lot of money down the drain. Right now, Cloud9, a bit slow. Or sorry, Ninjas in Pajamas playing a little bit slow. Pero yun na nga, opening up this mid-top with a molly para lang ma-push out dito ang players natin from Cloud9. But look at this, tamang reset lang ang NIP. Looking for more options. Pushing maybe onto B site.
A little bit of noise made pagkatapos ng flashes dito, no? Slow play yet again. First up because of the pressure built up by Cloud9 in a few of these rounds again. So slow play na naman para minimize yung risk, yung pwedeng maging damage dito kapag nag-push sila ng sama-sama, di ba? Kaya config, relying on him to put all the util in the world. Nalagay na agad yung molly at smoke pa nga itong long angle kaya Shiro's AWP. Hindi tuloy siya makakuha ng shot ng mas maayos. Kailangan napakalapit pero pag sa lapit niya, napakalapit sa kamatayan. Brawler with 2 kills. Siya yung nag-entry at siya yung nagbukas ng pintuan para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Hobbit and Buster, the only 2. Pero alam ni Hobbit na hindi sila sa A-side magpupush. Nasa B pala. Buster finding another. And Hobbit is spraying on 2. This was so perfect para sa Cloud9. Pero NIP, nakabawi. Nakakala natin nakalasa ng dalawa sa 2 versus 4. But no. Reality check. The numbers were just too overwhelming.
Grabe to si Brolan. Check him, coffee. Iba yung iniinom yata nila kasi activated na ang players natin dito from NIP, managing to get a lot of these very impactful kills. Rez with 1, Brolan with 2 on Shiro and Nafani. Feeling ko nagkaroon yata ng error yung players natin nung pagka-pick nila. I think one was on-site and then Nafani, or sorry, si Nafani coming from his favorite spot which was sidewalk. And wala, nadapa na lang siya doon. Bounce na lang siya dun sa round na yun. And NIP will happily get one more round into their pockets. Nafani still on that favorite spot. Grabe yan. Managing to get one onto Brolan, stopping him in his feet. Could be a gun upgrade para sa kanya, pero hindi niya isusugal yon sa ngayon. Kailangan muna nilang i-confirm na walang makakapag-refrag dito sa side ng NIP. But look at this, NIP 4-man stack going onto B site. It's only Axel that's here. And he doesn't have the best gun. It's a Deagle though. 1 tap sa ulo, but it needs to be a 1 tap. It needs to be precisely on the head, man.
Kasama na sila ni Hobbit. CZ in hand. Kailangan magkalapit. Pero ganong kalapit, ganon din kalakas ang Mac 10 sa range na yon. Alexi B entering on. Walang takot. Fearless na fearless ang IGL natin. At kung kanina na-present yung idea na kailangan nilang panalunin yung round, gagawin nila yon, kaibigan. NIP. 5th round win. A precise push papunta doon sa stairs leading up to an aggressive take. Pagkatapos, kunin ng Mac 10 pushes, talagang nag-watch pa sila sa flanks nila. Since iniwan nila yung dalawa from Cloud9 from the front lines, they had in the back of their minds Buster and Nafani to even get that flank going. But that's the only thing that they had for themselves. Kung hindi namatay yung front line, siguro posible pa. Pero dahil in-check na lahat ang boxes for Ninjas, hindi dito sila nagsashine kapag nagsasite execute na nga. Alexi B, Mac 10 pa rin ang hawak. May M4 sa harap niya pero si Config nakita si Shiro at napatay bago magkaroon ng impact. Hobbit and Nafani though, na-trade na agad ang dalawa 2 for 1 pero sumabog sa mukha ni Nafani ang nade na galing kay Alexi B. Naging 3 versus 3 pero Rez slowly walking towards that B site habang si Axel ang anchor para ma-hold yung B na patay at nawala ng buhay para magkaroon ng space ang Ninjas para mag-push on B, spray on down Hobbit, konting damage hanggang sa napatay siya ni Rez na nahantong ang buhay dahil sa headshot niya.
Naku po, si Buster na lang mag-isa at pipilitin pa niya dito, kaibigan, pero hindi. Head trick, hanapin ka niya gamit ang kanyang AWP, tamang angle, tamang timing, tamang shot, and then tama na rin yung round na yon para Cloud9. Kanina pa kayo makulit, kami naman ang babawi, kami ang bida talaga dito sa istorya na to, sabi dito ng Ninjas in Pajamas. 7-6 ang score natin, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a very close, sobrang close ng mga players natin, or sobrang close na ating mga kupunan. Pwede sila mag-kiss, guys. Pero nga, NIP, they have the momentum. They will be able to get some more rounds, especially with Cloud9 playing on a very low eco. Mac 10s on hand. Pero yun nga lang, they will get punished by Brolan. Anong ginagawa mo na, Fanny? I love the attempt. Kaso yun nga lang, dapat nakita mo na meron din nakatago dito sa smoke natin. Brolan, makakahanap siya ng kanyang pangalawa. Could be on an A space. Pero hindi magpupush forward dito ang Cloud9. They are very afraid of the firepower ng Ninjas in Pajamas.
At wala din sa util kasi expend na agad yung human flash nila papunta doon sa may ramps, kaya lalaban na lang siguro sa 3 versus 5 retake, pero save call na nga lang din to para ma-minimize yung merong damage dito. And even if they have yung 5-7 at saka yung Deagles, yung mga panglaso na guns, not gonna be enough against so many rifles in hand. And Alexi P, actually gonna dip himself doon sa may A short sa Speedway, where Buster does not line up the shot. Yung Deagle hindi nag-hit sa entry ni Alexi B. At sa gantong walang takot, lalabas ang halimaw ng Ninjas in Pajamas. Now, equalizing possibly a 7-7, while Axile and Shiro, the two best rated players ng Cloud9, the best rated in the world of all things, hindi sila nagiging aggressive. Tamang passive lang in a lot of the B-side pushes. At ngayon talagang binibigay na yung chances. Pinapasarap na sana ang Cloud9, pero sa lahat ng rounds na ito talagang nakakapanalo. It's Config finding a 1v1 dito kay Axile, pero tamang dip lang. Goodbye, kaibigan. Dahil sa pagsabog ng bomba, it's a free 7-7. We started this game na may 0-6 kanina ang Cloud9, pero what more can you know, man? 6-round winning streak para sa NIP to get their 7th round.
Parehas na silang lamang, guys. 7-7 ang score. Grabe yung NIP. Isipin mo kung gaano katarik yung yung inakyat nilang scoreline. They pushed through it. And now we are on the final round of this half. Sorry, sasabihin ko na sana map point, pero
Excited.
just gonna be the final round dito sa ating second on our first half. Grabe naman yan. Binibilisan ko talaga yung game natin kasi binabagalan din dito ng NIP yung kanilang push. And unfortunately, with this low push, mapipitas agad-agad si Headtrick. Pero okay lang. I think NIP might be able to have this in the bag. Lalo na sobrang init dito ni Brolan pati ni Rez. Rez, try to open up the site here. Nakita yung backpack niya dito ni Axel. They need to back off sa ngayon dahil baka nagkakaroon dito ng reposition from the players of Cloud9. Ayun nga, may nakikita yata si Rez, but I can't really confirm it right now. Alexi B and Rez making their presence known dito sa ating B site, trying to pull some rotations from Cloud9. But look at Cloud9. Hindi sila gumagalaw. Hindi kami takot sa inyo, sabi dito ng ating ninjas.
Hindi kami
Rez?
nagpapatibag. As in.
He's still on the stairs. Nag-iisip siya pero takot yata siya mag-jogging at malaglag. They're just taking their sweet ass time, but anytime, Dadfem, pwede na silang mag-push ang Ninjas in Pajamas. Looks like it's gonna be A.
Dalawa lang yung pwede mag-hold dito dahil napakalayo ni Shiro, nag-hold dun sa mid. Kaya si Hobbit, this one tap dito, papunta kay Brolan, just whips the opportunity. At baka ito na nga yung push nila. 50 HP na lang.
Naku!
And Hobbit, napatay. Dead to rights, Alexi B. Again with the entry. Napatay ni Shiro si Brolan. And this could be all good para sa kanilang retake. Shiro with a second sa AWP niya. And getting the man count in favor of Cloud9 na ngayon, mga kaibigan. Kaya ng labanan ang retake. Kaya ng labanan itong si Rez at saka si Config. Pero hold on, Rez at Config, nakadalawa patayin si Shiro at si Buster. It's all on Axile. 50 HP in a dream. Mukhang kayang-kaya pa. Low na agad si Rez. 11 na lang para makapag-clutch ang Ninjas. Pero Axile, taking it so calmly, tapatay si Config. Si Rez na lang. 11 HP, may oras, may kit, at walang panahon. Walang positioning, walang nade para ma-deny si Axile sa full defuse niya. 8-round win para mag-lead na ulit ang Cloud9 kung saan sila nagsimula at kung saan sila bumawi. Agad-agad, NIP. kung kailan kailangan nilang bumawi sa pagsimula ng 0-6 ng Cloud9. Nakabawi sila. Pero yung problema, hindi nila nabigyan yung 8 round sa NIP dahil sa clutch ng 1v2 nitong si Axel. A beautiful player and a beautiful way to close out yung first half na yun.
Grabe tong si Axel. Very fast on his feet. Feeling ko narinig niya medyo malayo yung footstep. Pwede kong i-stick to, sabi ni Axel. And he did. Pros don't fake, man. Except for that first one. Tinap niya yung bomb and then binate out niya yung position ni Config. And masyado yatang na-excite si Config doon. They had time. All they had to do was just play for post-plant, play for time, and NIP could have very well won that round. Kaso yun nga lang, masyadong mapusok yung players natin. So they had to pay with their lives. Pero men, eto Dad Fem I think yung pinaka-impact sa round na yun ay nanggaling kay Shiro. First blood onto head trick and then finds 2 kills kay Alex CB at kay Brolan, just making the numbers a little bit more manageable para sa retake dito ng Cloud9. But yeah, Cloud9 just again with the closer 7-8. Man, I think Cloud9 might have it.
You never know kasi NIP have been winning these rounds based off of momentum too.
Mhm.
Kasi I think they've been relying on Swedish duo, Roland and Rez, yung dalawang longest players on NIP para ma-close out na din itong series na ito. Pero ito nga naman yung kanilang cons. Malalaman natin kung gaano ba sila ka-gel together.
You're alone, Alex.
Right side.
Holding heaven for you. What is he?
Behind him. Oh, they're coming.
He's holding me. Oh my god.
Let's get him.
A lot AC coming.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Let's
has a
go,
flash. I'm so low. Just check.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
just
checking.
play later.
The smoke bomb. It's bad smoke, they bad smoke. Wait, done it, swing for you soon. Wait, 3, 2, 1, swing.
Oh, picking low speed. Nice, Luda.
Nice.
Oh
Dick,
my God.
Luda.
Nice,
Let's go.
Lou, you're so good. I told you it's gonna work. It's not going out.
Nice, nice.
Oh, okay. So kasi ginamit nila yung kung kailan gagamitin yung smoke dun sa kabilang side ng Cloud9. They said it was a bad smoke. Yung bad smoke na tinatawag nila is yung smoke kung saan nila dinidefuse yung bomba, diba? That's already an inkling. It was in the middle of the site. At doon nila malalaman kung saan yung ulo ng kung sino yung nagdi-defuse. Hindi sila nag-reposition pagkatapos sa smoke na yun eh. That would have been the counter to what they've been doing. Pero dahil in-ignore nila yung threat na tong si Axel, talagang nag-stick pa rin ng bomba yun nandito. And that's the trap. Yun yung trap card ng NIP. Napatay nila yung nagdi-defuse with the headshot. Already mounting up what was possibly a C9 round nung time na yun.
Could have been. Pero hindi. Grabe talaga yung shot ni Brolan dun. Man, that was really good. But at the same time, well, it's also heartbreaking. I mean, man, this is why Mr. Sneaky Frog loves CSGO, man. Yung mga ganitong mga situation, he lives for it. Pero yun nga, that's the past. Let's talk about the present. Right now, Cloud9, they are on top by just 1. Sabihin na lang natin 0-0 ulit to. Because if it's 0-0 and Cloud9 still managed to have the same performance dito sa kanilang first half, 4 rounds in a row, give 1, 3 rounds in a row, then tapos na agad yung game natin. But the thing is, Vertigo is a little bit more CT biased. So, I think yung NIP, magkakaroon sila ng konting advantage dito unless mangyari naman to. Head trick na uppercut, tumalsik yung helmet niya. Kailangan niyang bumatsi muna at kailangan niya makapag-tag in ng ibang kakampi. Brolan, nakahawak dito sa red boxes natin. Nakatingin siya kaso mahusukan sila. Good smokes coming out from Cloud9. Bomb is gonna be planted. Oh no! Bomb is gonna be tapped. So pinbait out nila yung position dito ng NIP for them to make their own mistakes. Bomb has been planted though. Never mind. And now NIP are running out of time.
A lot of time, a lot of space. 5v5 retake. Ito yung hinihintay ko, Choco. Laban-laban lang, suntukan para sa parehong Cloud9 at NIP. Napoli holding down yung Speedway. Kaso napatay ni Rez. Kaso Shiro holding down the line gamit ang Glock. At nakadalawa. Before pa man siya magkakaroon ng chance sa mamatay. Pero nasa loob na si Buster. At Nalason si Brolan at Alexi B. It's all on head trick na ngayon na kanina pang na-uppercut pero dahil wala siyang time, wala siyang life at wala na siyang panahon para mag-defuse. Binigay ang round sa Cloud9. Sobrang lapit pero sobrang layo para sa NIP.
Lumalaki na ulit yung gap natin dito. And kung tama yung expectation ko na 4 rounds in a row dito sa NIP because of this pistol round, then we could be seeing a team moving up dito sa ating grand finals. Pero it's still too early to tell. Tingnan mo naman dito NIP, there will be going for a full save except for Mr. Headtrick. Mag-upgrade siya ng kanyang barrel and an armor as well. Nagamit na dito ni Alexi B ang kanyang naigiisang smoke, and Cloud9, they just have to wait for the smoke to dissipate at saka sila mag-execute. Right now, the defense is a little bit cluttered para dito sa NIP. They're making their way onto B side, pero tinan mo to, Cloud9, mukhang makakapag-push yata sila sa A pero hindi pa sila umaarangkada. Tamang clearing lang ng angles, tamang presensya lang dito. And look at NIP, men. 4+1 yung defense nila. Hindi nila alam na ang Cloud9 ay gugusto dito sa A side. Never mind. Atras yata sila, men.
Nako. Papasok na agad yung mga pistols. Ito yung gusto kong eco round na dapat laruin ng mga city side players. Pag na kayo magiging passive, pasok na lang. Kung saan kayo lalaban, pero Buster with the perfect shot. Axile, naka 3 points. Gamit ng nade niya. Papunta sa net netong si Brolan. 5 versus 3 na ngayon mga kaibigan. And again, same storyline. Headtrick down on 1 HP. Rez and Alexi B, where are you? Saan kayo manggagaling? Napaka-low pa naman ng mga players nyo for NIP. Baka ma-meet pa nga to. Lalo't babalik doon sa city spawn. Baka makita pa nga yung pag-push. Lalo na't hinahanap ni Shiro at saka mga players ng Cloud9. Saan manggagaling yung CT push? It looks like Alexi B nagli-lead na ng charge. Hobbit holding on for dear life dito sa pag-slowdown ng entry. And Rez and Alexi B, sabi nila tulog na kayo. No, oras ba? 1:36 na mga kaibigan. Masyado ng late para sa bedtime ng parehong players ng Ninjas in Pajamas. And Headtrick gonna be able to save up yung pistol na naman ulit for the next coming round. This is a slow massacre para dito sa kanilang first 2 rounds.
Yeah, hindi ka makakatawag agad ng 911 dito kasi kailangan tapos muna bago ka tumawag eh. Iba yung responde ng mangyayari dito katulad ng ginagawa ng responde ng NIP. Dapat sila yung lamang dito, men, kasi sila yung defense. Magpa-funnel lang dito yung players natin from Cloud9. They're also being overwhelmed by the utility use of our European team against this Russian team or CIS. Look at this though. Rez holding stairs. Kapag may umakyat, kailangan nila ng stairs pass or kung nag-i-exist man yon. Meanwhile though, tamang smokes lang dito from Axile, bringing him some space. Kaso yun lang, not looking at the right direction. Rez punishes him after that very, very big mistake. 4-5 is gonna be our man count. Medyo lugi yung Cloud9 in the first time in a while.
Alam mong matanda na yung tao kung may stair pass yung kanyang high school eh. Kasi nung panahon kong nag-high school ako, that's not too long ago. Wala kaming ganun. At all.
Don't continue that thought.
ano yung stairs pass? Ano yung hallway pass? Wala kaming ganun. Lalabas na kami. Sabihin lang namin sa prof namin na okay lang naman. Ganun. As in, maano kami. Free kami sa ganun, pero
Progressive,
Rez,
no?
Progressive ba si Rez sa pagbigay ng way para sa Cloud9 players at nasa loob na, pero hold on, Mac 10 in hand. Buster na pepper. Sobrang daming bullets over to the head of Rez. Shiro to get another at yung AK-47 talagang kumakanta. And it's a song of death. 2 versus 3. And Buster lighting another shot papunta kay Headtrick. Si Brola na lang. 1v3 pa nga. 46 HP in a dream pero nasa kanya yung trabaho kanina, Headtrick. ang honorary man na magsisave ng bullets na naman para sa next coming round. Pero it's all good. Papunta sa Cloud9. 11 rounds para sa second half nila para makapagbawi after a disastrous overpass map. And it's looking like a pretty stable climb papunta sa match point, Choco.
Yeah, what is up with these ecos from Cloud9? Parang pangalawang eco round win yata nila to. One was on Ancient, or feeling ko marami din sa Ancient. Tapos ngayon, ginagawa din nila dito sa Vertigo. And look at the Buster. Diretso lang. Nasira yata yung keyboard niya eh. Just pushes forward. But going back to these names, Buster and Shiro, they're actually the more impactful players dun sa round na yun. Site opener mula kay Buster, tapos tamang trade mula kay Shiro. Man, the numbers were just not looking good for Ninjas in Pajamas, especially since they went down 1 by 1. Now, Cloud9, mukhang mag-iiba sila ng approach dito. Instead of continually pressuring yung ating B side, susubok naman din sila dito sa A. Last time na pumunta sila sa A dito sa kanilang T side was on round number 1, mind you. So, well, nanalo sila doon. So if history repeats itself, then it's possible that panalo dito ang players natin from Cloud9, and mukhang magsisimula na nga ang kanilang pagkapanalo dahil si Alexi B nasabugan sa muka gamit ng HE nade dito ni Hobbit, and lots of utilities gonna be used out. Head trick, flash out siya dito ng Molly. Naku po, elevated position from Ninjas in Pajamas, not gonna be working out as everybody on the side of Cloud9 will get all their kills. 7-12 ang score natin, and we're almost there, Dad Femina. Cloud9 is almost there as well.
Papunta na sa finish line na ang Cloud9 players natin. Bumabawi at ngayon pinakita kung gaano sila halimaw sa T-side ng Vertigo, mga kaibigan. Pinakita ng parehong team kung bakit 80% win rate pataas ang kanilang Vertigo. Ang nag-start yun sa first half kanina ng Ninjas in Pajamas, pero ngayon ang Cloud9 na bumabawi sa T-side nila. Flashes and smokes out of the equation. Nafany solo on HP. Walang takot si Brolan, pero kailangan niya matakot dahil Nafany not whiffing any single shot. Everything papunta sa dome nitong si Brolan. Hits already. First blood papunta dito sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Cloud9 balik agad. Retreat pakatapos sa first frag na yun. Ganito sila ka-methodical. Pwede nila gamitin yung numbers advantage. Kaso nga lang Nafany nag-jump shot at munti ka na siyang magkaroon ng advantage. Kaso nga lang head trick. So quick on the flick at nag-expect na siya agad ng konting presence over towards that A-ramp position. Pero in yung punish, yung 4 versus 4, Config trying to hold the long angle. Nasa likod niya at nandito na si Rez habang si Axel na spot na agad. Rez spraying down, pero si Axel ang papadala sa 1v1. Ang solo bolo ng top rated player para dito sa Cloud9. Tapos ng frag na yon, Shiro takes his own para ma-prove to NIP na dapat hindi tayo pasikot-sikot lamang. 4 versus 2 na ngayon, mga kaibigan. Cloud9, isa-isang kumukuha ng patay left and right kahit dito sa B-site din. Nakita si Config at may pagplant pa din ng bomba para makuha yung objective at yung 13th round.
Yeah, si Headtrick na lang yung natitira dito. Feeling ko para kay Headtrick hindi na niya kailangan gumalaw masyado. Pwede siyang mapunish. At ayun na nga. Bababa siya ngayon sa ground floor.
Nag-glitch ba siya? Or was that like an elevator na hindi nag-go?
Nag-glitch yata siya. Sa sobrang lakas nung barrel ni Hobbit, nag-interdimensional travel siya. Pababa sa ground floor.
Papunta siya sa ascent. Wait, di ba pala yan?
Papunta siya sa, sa Ancient?
Sa split? Wait, what?
Ha?
Ha?
Ha? Sa ibang bang yata. Sa ibang bang pala siya pupunta. Sa ano yun? Anong level yun? 1-1.
No. 1-1. May iba-iba tayo ng laro
Ibang laro yun.
May iba-iba na tayo.
Sa'yo,
parang R1 lang. Gusto mo L1 para mag-aim. Alam mo saan yun?
Saan?
GTA.
Huh?
Oh!
Pa triangle?
Sa PS2. Hindi, sa amin L1, R1. Para po ba rin?
O square ba? Ewan ko. Ang tagal ko nang hindi.
Diba?
Square ba suntok? Use yata yung square eh. Oh,
Napanilaw.
using the...
Naka-R1 na ata. Nakakuha ng spray pero head trick getting the one. Kaso nga lang yun lang yung nag-iisa. Para sa ninjas pero, you know? Konting dip lang from console to PC. Pero balik tayo sa PC kasi Axile. Trying to wait for his perfect chance. Hobbit with another and Rez walking into a bullet. Kaso nga lang, that's a perfect crouch peek. Perfect chance para mag-clutch 1v3. Kaso, Buster up from heaven. Looking down upon Rez before he can even clutch up. Before he can even smell his feet. Sabi niya, tama na yan. 13th round win. Yet again, 14th round win.
14.
Para dito sa Cloud9.
Yeah. Tumatama na yung alauna, yung alas 2 at yung alas 3 mamaya-maya.
Alam mo, Choco,
Oh.
kapag nag-squint ka tapos tinignan mo si Buster, kamukha niya si Steel.
Si Buster. Oo nga. Grabe. Pili ko
kamukha eh.
Ganun talaga pag CSGO. Ang daming magkakamukha sa CSGO. Promise. Lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, ang daming magkakamukha. Uy, may nakita pa.
Si Hobbit nga kamukha si Nafu eh.
Bahala kayo dyan. Hindi ko pa nakakasinaw si Boss Now po, so hindi ako pwede mag-comment. Soon maybe, sa next event natin. Pero yun nga, NIP, medyo lamang sila ng konti lang dito dahil bukas na bukas ang Cloud9, Axile and Shiro down to very critical health. 1 bullet each, possibly. Si Axile, talagang lethal siya. 1 bullet onto any gun, lethal. Hobbit, holding an angle.
Lalo na si Axel.
Sino ka mukha ni Axile?
Hindi, lalo na si Axel. Sobrang lethal na kasi kahit saan. 12 HP compared kay Shiro, 31 pero...
Oo.
That's why they're slowing down. That's why they're thinking na mag-save sila ngayon dahil doon sa low HP members. Pero it doesn't matter kapag nakapag-entry. Kaso si LXCB pinakain ng M4A1S si Hobbit. But Buster, pwedeng refrag, pwedeng patayin si LXCB. Okay lang na namatay ang kanya mga kaibigan. Buhay na buhay pa rin ang buhay. Itong si Buster. And 20 seconds on the clock. At si Headtrick na lang ang natitira. May time, may confidence at everything lining up para sa Cloud9. That one tap flick papunta kay Axel is beautiful. Pero against two, looking improbable. A clutch situation para kay Headtrick na ngayon mga kaibigan. Shiro on the close angle. Buster lining up the long angle. Parang baliktad dapat si Shiro yung may AWP na napakalayo. Pero now that Buster has exited the scene, mukhang kayang patayin tong si Shiro. But because of the time, because of the clock, hindi na bibigyan ng chance na itong si Headtrick. It's match point. Series point para sa Cloud9 mga kaibigan. Magkikita ba? Hindi. Hindi nagkatagpo.
So close but yet so far. Kung lumingon sa kanan dito ating kaibigan, then he could have gotten 1 kill. Either way, he could have gotten 1 death. But the main story here, man, is 15 points na ang Cloud9. The redemption arc coming out from Overpass. Babawiin ulit dito. Hindi nila papaiskorin yung Ninjas in Pajamas dito sa second half. 7 rounds in a row. Mukhang dadami pa yata, pero never mind.
Akala mo, malay mo offering si Shiro for a bigger cause, but hold on! Konting spray pero Brolin recovers and Alexi B holding mid. Kaso, Hobbit finding the frag sa IGL ng Ninjas in Pajamas. At sa 2 kills na yon, patay yung AWP pero hawak pa rin ni Brolin. One of the secondary offers ng NIP before the change-up, before Hedrick was into the roster, kailangang i-channel ni Brolin ang kanyang 2022 NIP. Pero ngayon, na nasa kanyang responsibilidad, may 3 players ng Cloud9, hindi nag-hit yung shot, konting threat lang, nag-ingay lang para malaman na nandito yung EWP para sa Ninjas in Pajamas. Pero dahil ang daming mga panahon, ang daming time para mag-rotate ang Cloud9, may option sila. Pwede silang mag-rotate, pwede mag-commit papunta sa A at baka yun na nga yung mangyari. Brolan trying to hold yung doon sa may speedway pero hindi. Wala siyang makikita doon, kaibigan. Doon
Nako.
sa taas ng double boxes lalabas si Brolan. At para lang siyang whack-a-mole. Hirap na hirap ang Cloud9 na patayin dito kung si Brolan. At dahil sa smoke, pwedeng pumasok si Axel. Yung threat ay nandoon sa may window kapag nag-push us too far. Pero it's not gonna take his chances. Nagplant na lang ng bomba. Tap! At nag-pick si Brolan. Yun yung pinakamalaking mistake para sa NIP.
Naku po.
Ngayon na si Exile.
Naku po.
Tatapusin na na with 3 kills in the round. Cloud9! 2-1 para sa kanilang series against NIP. At makikita natin sila sa finals ng Blast Premier Spring Showdown.
My goodness, Cloud9 is pulling up all the stops here. Not pulling any punches katulad nung sabi ko sa ating pregame. Axile finishing off the round here with a beautiful 3K. Starting off with Brolan. Kanina pa siya makulit dun sa red box sa elevated position na yun. And then also finds Rez dun sa second floor. Tapos si Config through the smoke as it dissipates. Grabe yung ating gameplay dito. But the story is, map number 1, reviewin lang natin. Very dominant performance coming out from Cloud9 on the first half. And then nakabawi ng konting-konti lang yung Ninjas in Pajamas. Gentle approach.
Slightly.
Pagdating naman sa second game natin on Overpass, biglaan naman nag-turn on dito yung Ninjas in Pajamas. Just overwhelming ang players natin from Cloud9. Here on the second half, on the last map though, medyo equal yung game natin. We ended up on a 7-8 scoreline as the first half ended. But then, pagdating sa second half natin, Cloud9 just sweep all the rounds in their favor, not giving anything to Ninjas in Pajamas. This is what you expect from a very well-decorated team like Cloud9, man.
One of the best in the world too. And the core of Cloud9 still holding strong ever since their resurgence sa Gambit roster before. Now, 2 years later, ngayon nagkakaroon na sila ulit ng on-form. The biggest story for them was if they can keep this consistency up, kasi the last time that they have won an event was IEM Dallas and that was last year. Ang dami ng dumaan na event, hindi sila nagkakaroon ng playoff chance man lang. Na-knock off 13 out of anything sa qualifiers, hindi sila nakakatagal sa ESL Pro League. Pero ngayon, sa Pro League naka-second, ngayon naka-finals na ulit sa Blast Premier at baka makikita natin sila mag-lift ng trophy. The best chance for these guys to even get themselves another trophy yet again. Buster for his first. And what a time. What a time for this young man to step up kung kailan kailangan siya ng Cloud9, mga kaibigan. Kung kailan nawala na si Inters, nawala na din ang NIP. Congratulations sa Cloud9, pero kudos sa NIP. Pag 3 games pa nga sila against Cloud9, one of the best teams in the world ngayon. Kaya kudos to them, but it's not enough to equalize and to get themselves the final spot dito. That is it, mga kaibigan, para sa ating pinaka nag-iisang best of 3 for the night. And meron pa naman tayo bukas. I believe it will be a game between Big versus 9. Kaya makikita nyo yun bukas, mga kaibigan. Baka makita nyo ang ating salam duo na si Kenoit at saka si Maupu. Thank you so much, mga kaibigan, para sa kanilang stream na to. My name is Dan Femera at saka si Choco para sa Blast Premier Spring Showdown, ang semifinals match between Cloud9 versus NIP.